to right field. This one's hit pretty well. Dennis Phipps is going towards the right field line. He'll make the catch. Tagging up at second base is Matty Johnson. He'll take third. And that'll be the second out of the inning. Well, when that ball went off the batter, Renee Tassoni, I thought it might have had a chance to get out of the ballpark, but it didn't go all that far. 330, by the way, down the right field line. 400 to straightaway center, and it's 330 down the left field line here at the yard. Here comes Brock Kelgard to the plate. So Kelgard, a big fella down there, 6'5", 235 pounds. He looks like he should be playing college football right now and not down here on a baseball field. I'm sure someone would love to have him as their tight end. Runner at third base and 2 outs. So Lucen and Attaway working out of trouble. Here's the pitch, and that is a breaking ball in the dirt. By the way, Matt Lucen's going to throw a fastball, a slider, a curve, and a changeup. That's what he brings to the table tonight. His overall record is 7 wins and 6 losses. He has a 4.42 ERA during the regular season. He's the only starter for the Laredo Lemurs that pitched with the team all season long. 1 ball and no strikes. Here's the pitch. Whoa, in tight, and that hits Kelgard right on the left thigh. So it gets away from Matt Lucen, hits Kelgard, and he'll take his base. Kelgard was hit by a pitch in the first game of the series down in Laredo. Here comes Noah Perio to the plate. So runners at the corners now with 2 down, and Perio will be the batter. Noah Perio, so far in the series, he's 3 for 8 with 3 RBIs. He has also struck out once and has picked up a sacrifice fly. So Perio bats from the left side. Matt Lucen, a right-handed pitcher with runners at the corners. He delivers, and it's a strike on the outside part of the plate. So no balls and 1 strike to Noah Perio, the shortstop. Perio during the regular season finished 5th in the league with 74 RBIs. He was 1st in the league with 129 base hits. So this guy's a lethal weapon, the pitch. And that one misses outside as it fades away from the plate. Another fastball there from Lucen. That'll even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Lucen holds the baseball behind his back as he cradles his mitt next to his chest. Now he'll bring his hands together. Kelgard off of first. The pitch. That one is low and inside, blocked by Pohl. He scoots over to his right just a little bit to make sure it doesn't go by him. Of course, with Matty Johnson out there at third base, you got to make sure everything is blocked and that nothing gets by you. Even if it gets 5 feet away from you, Matty Johnson's a threat to try to come home. Matty Johnson not only can run, he was the American Association Defensive Player of the Year. So he also has some moves out there in center field. 2 balls and 1 strike. And Lucen delivers. That pitch is swung on the line into right field. Phipps is coming on, but it's going to take a hop. That's going to score Johnson from third base, and it's a 1-0 lead for Sioux City. Kelgard up to second base. Perio with another base hit this year, and he gets an RBI for his efforts as well. So just like that, it's 1-0 Sioux City. And by the way, that 1-0 is a guy that came in via a walk. So that was the very first batter, Matty Johnson. He walked to start off the bottom of the first inning, and he's able to come in to score. It's one thing the Lemurs have got to do is keep guys off of the base paths. They cannot give up free bases. So it already comes back to haunt Matt Lucen in the early going of this ball game. So into the batter's box is Ryan Court. Runners at first and second base, and still 2 down. Here's the pitch to Court, and that one swung on, hit high in the air, out to right field. Phipps can't see it. Now he has an eyeball on it. He's working towards the right field line. He'll squeeze that one and make the final out. But a run comes in to score. It's 1 run on 1 hit. There are no errors and 2 left. We're going to go to the top of the second inning. It's 1-0 Sioux City. You're listening to Laredo Lemurs Baseball on KLAR Radio, 1300 AM.
For all of your vehicle collision repair and paint needs, there's only one place to turn, Mike's Paint Place. Mike's Paint Place has computerized color matching and digital imaging. They also do full frame and suspension repairs. Stop by and see Mike's Paint Place today at 6410 Polaris Drive in Laredo.
South Texas families never strike out with Driscoll Health Plan. Catch the value-added services we pitch to our Medicaid members. Enjoy a free membership to specific boys and girls clubs. Receive gift cards for completing Texas healthcare checkups. Restrictions and limitations may apply. Visit us at DriscollHealthPlan.com. Tokyo Garden of Laredo is located at 2515 East Del Mar Boulevard, and they serve the best sushi in town. Stop by Tokyo Garden for a quick lunch or a fancy dinner. Either way, you're going to enjoy our fine cuisine. Did you just get off work? Then come on by and check out our happy hour specials. Tokyo Garden, where you'll find the best sushi in Laredo.
Core Business Solutions is a proud sponsor of Lemurs Baseball. Core Business Solutions services the 17 southernmost counties of Texas, as well as areas of northern Mexico. They offer a wide range of high-tech solutions for businesses and organizations. Make Core Business Solutions your solution today.
Right now, when you sign up for a Gold's Gym membership, you'll get tons of extras completely free. Confidence, free. Compliments from your coworkers, free. And the desire to wear tiny bathing suits, you guessed it, free. You'll be stronger with extras, and you'll be stronger with Gold's Gym. Know your own strength. Tiny bathing suit not included.
Pro Mega Signs of Laredo is there for all of your printing and signage needs. We can be found at 1615 Jackman Road in Laredo, or you can reach us by phone at 956-723-2110. Again, that's 956-723-2110. If you need a sign, big or small, come to Pro Mega Signs of Laredo, where your print job is just around the corner.
Right, to the top of the second inning we go. Lemurs trail 1-0. Dennis Phipps, Travis Danker, and Phil Pohl coming up to the plate for the Lemurs. Straka will wind and throw. And that pitch is low and outside. He actually skipped off the dirt and was corralled there by Matt Coach behind the plate. So Phipps the batter. Phipps through 7 games in the playoffs is batting .321. He's got 9 hits and 28 at bats. And the 1-0 delivery, and that one is outside for a ball. So make it 2 balls and no strikes to Dennis Phipps. Well, the Lemurs would love to get a first batter base runner out there. And the pitch home from Strzok, and that one swung on and off the end of the bat. Phipps, yeah, I guess that ball hit his leg someplace. And no, wait a minute, he is out apparently. He slipped out of the batter's box. As the ball went off the end of his bat, he slipped out of the batter's box, and Straka was able to field the baseball, come up and tag Phipps, and he is out. Well, the way Phipps collapsed, I thought maybe he fouled the ball off of his leg, and then the ball rolled slowly out in front of home plate, but apparently the ball didn't touch him, and the home plate umpire, Brian Child, says he is indeed out. An odd play there, one unassisted. Travis Danker coming up to the plate now for the Laredo Lemurs, but Brian Child never did call that ball foul. He never waved his hands or anything. So apparently the ball was alive the whole time. Here's the pitch to Travis Danker. He swings at the first one, hits it on the ground over to the second baseman, Ryan Court. Court will take care of it and throw it over to first base for the out. So quickly 2 down, just like that. 2 pitches and 2 outs for the Laredo Lemurs, and Phil Pohl coming up to the plate now. So Pohl will see if he can do some damage. He has definitely done some damage since joining the Laredo Lemurs. Phil had 3 home runs during the regular season in 23 ball games. He's hit 2 home runs here in the postseason. 2 very big home runs, by the way. He had a grand slam home run in the first game against Wichita back on September 9th. That helped the Lemurs take the lead, and they stayed there for the rest of the night. Here's the pitch to Phil Pohl, and misses outside for a ball. He also hit a home run, a 3-run home run, in the clinching game on September 14th against Wichita, and that home run gave the Lemurs the lead as well. Here's the pitch. That is a fastball on the outside corner. Good pitch there. Evens up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Top of 2, 2 down, 1-0 Sioux City. So Phil Pohl during the regular season over those 23 games for the Lemurs, he hit .311 the pitch. He swings here and misses. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So far in the playoffs, Pohl is hitting .400. He's 10 for 25. So he's definitely been the hero at the plate so far for the Laredo Lemurs. And with the J.D. Pulfer injury, Phil Pohl has been moved up in the batting order. He's now back behind Travis Danker. The 1-2 pitch is low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Remember, Pohl was batting down in the 9 spot. And then when J.D. Pulfer went down in the first game of the series against Sioux City, Phil Pohl got bumped up to that 6 hole in front of Drew Martinez. So a good place for him. 2 balls and 2 strikes here to Phil. And the late kick by Straka, he delivers. That one's popped up. That might be playable for the catchers. Matt Coach behind the plate over by the Lemurs on deck circle. He'll make the catch, and that's going to do it for Laredo for the 2nd time in a row. They go down in order. We're through an inning and a half. You're listening to Laredo Lemurs Baseball. The Lemurs trail 1-0 And you're also listening to KLAR Radio, 1300 AM.
Welcome to Whataburger. Today we're cooking the sweet and spicy bacon burger.
Wow, it's beautiful.
2 beef patties, American cheese, Monterey Jack cheese, bacon, grilled onions, the sweet and spicy pepper sauce.
Sweet in the front and then the spicy in the back. I like it. I like it a lot.
It's like a perfect balance, and then that bacon right there, it adds crunchiness.
I'll get back in line and get another one, I'll tell you that much.
Sweet and spicy bacon burger. Come down to Whataburger. It's only here for a limited time.
In over 40 years, nobody's helped more families achieve the American dream of home ownership than Armadillo. In fact, Armadillo Homes has built more homes than all other builders combined. And there are reasons for this: integrity, responsibility, service, and of course, quality. So if you're thinking about making the greatest investment in your life, think of the one builder who's dedicated its entire life to helping the Laredo family. Think Armadillo Homes, armadillohomes.com. Go Lemurs.
We all know we can accomplish more when we're ready. That's why I've chosen Texas A&M International University. I want a 4-year degree and the opportunities that it brings. TAMU has welcomed me and more than 7,000 students from around the world. TAMU empowers me to greatness, ignites my mind, and propels me to my future and my impact. Imagine the possibilities when you're powered by TAMU.
Register now for summer and fall. Visit tamu.edu and get powered.
All right, 1-0 Sioux City as we go to the bottom of the second inning. For the Explorers, it's going to be Tommy Mendonca, Matt Coach, and Brent Keys coming up to the plate. Wind tonight blowing out to left field as we got the game started. They said it's going to blow anywhere from 7 to 15 miles an hour tonight, so we might see some gust go up to about 15 miles an hour. Here's Tommy Mendonca into the batter's box, and Matt Lucen winds and throws home, and that one is inside for a ball. So Mendonca from the left side of the batter's box against the right-handed Matt Lucen. Tommy Mendonca, a very capable third baseman for the Sioux City Explorers. And the pitch. Swung in a line drive over the head of Abel Nieves and into right field it goes, a base hit. Tommy Mendonca with a single. That's his 6th hit during the playoffs. It's his 3rd hit during this series against the Laredo Lemurs. He's now 3 for 9 against Laredo in this series. We're playing in the 3rd game of a possible 5-game series here. It's the best of 5, so the first team to win 3 will be the American Association champion. Matt Coach coming up to the plate. So whoever wins tonight's game has a huge advantage going into tomorrow. The series is tied at 1 apiece. Sioux City took the first game of the series. The Lemurs came back and took the second game. Here's the pitch, and that one is inside for a ball to Matt Coach. Yeah, the Lemurs lost the first game of the series back on Wednesday by a 10-2 final. And then the Lemurs came back and won 5-2 on Thursday back home in Laredo. So no more games at Uni-Trade Stadium for the rest of the year. You have to wait until May for the Lemurs to come back. Here's the 1-0 pitch, and that is inside. 2 balls and no strikes. Matt Lucen out of the stretch once again as Tommy Mendonca has reached on a base hit. The first batter of the night against Matt Lucen ended up reaching Matty Johnson. He walked. He ended up coming around to score on a base hit by Noah Perio. Here's a hard hit ground ball down the third base. Manager Pete Gavilla is not going to let this one get out of hand. Like I said, this is such a big ball game. The winner of this game tonight really has a huge advantage over the next 2. So coming out of the dugout right now is Mike Meyer for the Laredo Lemurs. He's the pitching coach. He's going to go up and have a conversation with Matt Lucen. He's also going to talk to the rest of the infield. So there's runners at the corners for Sioux City with nobody out. And the batter's going to be the number 9 hitter, Brent Keys. But don't let him hitting in the number 9 spot fool you. This guy's a good hitter. Of course, everybody on this club good hitters. Brent Keys so far in the playoffs, he's batting an even .300. He's 6 for 20 with an RBI and a walk. He's also struck out 3 times. But of those 6 hits, 4 of them have come against the Laredo Lemurs. So far in this series against Laredo, he's 4 for 8. So he has seen Lemurs pitching well so far. Lemurs trail by a run. We're in the bottom of the second inning, and Sioux City threatening again. A short lead over there for the runner at first base, Matt Coach. Here's the pitch, and it's a curveball. That one misses outside. 1 ball and no strikes. So Matt Coach at first, Tommy Mendonça over there at third base. Brent Keys has spent a lot of time in minor league baseball, affiliated minor league baseball. Here's the pitch. It's low and away. 2 balls and no strikes. He was a 17th round pick of the Florida Marlins back when they were still called the Florida Marlins. So he started playing for the Marlins organization back in 2009 and stayed with their club all the way till this year. So he was just with Florida in 2015. In fact, he was at the AA level. Lewson throws a strike here on the inside corner. Double play and allow the run to come in to score from third base if they're able to get a double play ball. Remember, nobody out here in the inning. Roger Burnell and Abel Nieves playing back at double play depth. Here comes the 3-1 pitch from Lewson. That one swung on and a little roller up to Silverio at third base. He might only have 1 play. In fact, he won't have any. Sliding in at home is Tommy Mendonça. Silverio tried to grab the ball with his bare hand but wasn't able to hold on to it. That'll be a base hit for Brent Keys. Everybody else is going to move up, so it's 3 straight hits for the Sioux City Explorers. That puts them up 2-0 in the ball game. And manager Pete Gavilia right out of the dugout, and it's going to be an early exit here for Matt Lewson. So Pete Gavilia is not going to waste any time. Like I said, they are not going to let this thing get out of hand and let Sioux City take a big lead in the ball game. They're up 2-0 right now, and for manager Pete Gavilia's liking, that's big enough. So Lewson hands over the baseball reluctantly, I'm sure. He'll head back into the dugout, and Ryan Beckman's going to be coming into the ball game. We'll tell you a little bit about Ryan when we get back. You're listening to Laredo Lemurs Baseball. It's 2-0 Sioux City.
Since Extending Technologies opened for business in 1998, they have worked to establish solid relationships with their clients. They are set to maintain the highest standards of service and integrity and to perform work of only the highest quality, achieving client satisfaction on every project. They have attained these goals through a tradition of care and professional pride. They serve a wide range of corporations and small business franchises. Extending Technologies has the tools and expertise for any technical need that your business may have. Call us here in Laredo at 725-2654. That's 725-2654 for Ascending Technologies.
Todos sabemos que podemos lograr más cuando estamos listos. Por eso, decidí matricularme en Texas A&M International University. Quiero un título universitario y las oportunidades que me brindará. TAMIU me ha recibido a mí y a 7,000 estudiantes de todo el mundo. TAMIU me impulsa a ser grande, enciende mi mente y hace mi corazón latir. Imagina las posibilidades cuando eres impulsado por TAMIU.
Inscríbete ahora para verano y otoño. Visita tamiu.edu y sé impulsado.
Capital Care EMS, located at 1510 Calle Norte Suite number 11, invites you to experience a new standard in medical transportation, servicing Laredo and all surrounding areas. Capital Care EMS provides transports to wound care treatments, HBO treatments, dialysis treatments, doctor's appointments, radiation treatments, chemotherapy treatments, and many more. From emergency medical transport to x-rays and lab work, our state-certified EMTs and paramedics are readily available 24 hours a day when you need them most. Capital Care EMS accepts most major medical insurances, including Medicare, Medicaid, Blue Cross Blue Shield, Aetna, and many more. Capital Care EMS is locally owned and operated. Call now for your free consultation. 956-712-8911. That's 956-712-8911. Capital Care EMS, creating a new standard in medical transportation. Capital Care EMS, the official ambulance of your Laredo Lemurs.
All right, baseball fans, here we are back in the bottom of the second inning, and Matt Lewson has been taken out of the ball game. Coming into pitch now is Ryan Beckman for the Laredo Lemurs, so just like that, the starting pitcher is out of the ball game, and the Lemurs handed over to one of their qualified bullpen guys, Ryan Beckman. So Beckman hasn't pitched since the Wichita series. In fact, he pitched in the last game against Wichita. He went 2 1/3, gave up 2 runs that day on 3 hits. He walked a couple and struck out a batter. He faced a total of 12 guys that day. So that was the last action he saw, so you got to go all the way back to the 14th for him. So it's been a little while since he's been on the mound competitively for the Laredo Lemurs. Total of 4 days off here for Beckman. Relievers like to get in at least every other day. Here's the pitch, and now Beckman's going to step off the back of the river and look the runner back at second base. A runner's in to score here. Tommy Mendonça has come across the plate. It was 3 straight hits off of Matt Lewson that sent him back into the dugout. And here's Beckman bending over at the waist. He gets the sign. He'll come set right below the belt. And he delivers. Bunt shown and bunted out by Matty Johnson, and it's going to be a foul ball. Hit off the top of the plate and rolled into the left-handed batter's box behind Matty Johnson. So it's 2-0 Sioux City. They scored a run in the first, another run here in the second inning. Beckman during the regular season put up a record of 8 wins and 1 loss for the Lemurs. He had a mighty 1.36 ERA. He pitched in 49 games for the Lemurs, picked up a save, and threw in 72 in the third innings. He's very reliable and does a nice job for Laredo. He's a sidearm pitcher, and he's a righty. He sets at the belt and delivers home on the 0-1. Matty Johnson shows bunt again, and that pitch misses outside. So making a count of 1 ball and 1 strike. Well, a clean, crisp night here in Sioux City. 65 degrees at game time here this evening. So a little bit cooler than what the Laredo Lemurs are used to. When the Lemurs play at home, they started off the other day. Back at home, it was 93 degrees. Here's the pitch, and that one's bunted at and bunted foul by Johnson. Of course, as the night goes on, it's going to be cooler and cooler here in Sioux City. When we rolled off the bus last night, it was around 10:30 p.m. getting here in Sioux City, and it was a little bit brisk. It was funny as we rolled up away from Laredo. The further we got away from Laredo, every time we would stop and get off the bus, it got a little bit colder and a little bit colder and a little bit colder. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. Of course, the Sioux City people, they're used to this weather. But from the people working in Laredo, they're used to that nice heat that we have down there. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swung on a ground ball over to the right side. Danker backs up. It's off the tip of his mitt. It rolls into shallow right around third, and coming home is Matt Coach. Here comes the throw. It's not going to be in time. And the run comes across the plate. It's now 3-0 Sioux City. We'll have to wait and see what they give that officially on the scoreboard to see if it's going to be a hit or an error. Danker backed up on the ball. The ball took a hop and ended up going over his mitt. It tipped off the top of his mitt. And I bet if you ask Danker, he'll probably say he should have made that play. So runners at first and second base still nobody out in the inning. And it's now 3-0. Well, it looked first as if Danker was going to have at least 1 play to try to get 1 out. And with the ball taking that high hop and him trying to play it off to the side, it just didn't work out for Travis. And here's the pitch, another bunt shown, and this time it's the batter Michael Lang trying to lay it down, and he's going to foul it off. So no balls and a strike. So they are going to give Danker an error there. So Ryan Beckman picking up the signs again from Phil Pohl. He's ready to go. Brent Keys is at second base. Johnson is at first, and bunt being shown by Lang. He'll watch that one go by. It's in there for a strike. It was a cutter there on the inside corner of the plate out of the hand of Ryan Beckman. So no balls and 2 strikes now to Michael Lang. Lang in his first at bat, he flew out to right field. 3-0 Sioux City. So the Lemurs need to put the brakes on what the Sioux City Explorers are doing here. They do not want to fall behind, very far behind this team. And the pitch. Swung, and that one's grounded into the ground and fouled off into the ground, I should say. And it goes over by the on-deck circle. Well, Rene Tassoni grabs it. That's why you hear the round of applause there. He grabbed it with his left hand all by himself. Now the wind has died down a little bit. The flags aren't blowing quite as much as they were earlier in the night. Now Beckman's going to step off the back of the rubber. He wants a new sign from Phil Pohl. So Beckman now brings his hands together, sets, and delivers, and that is low and outside. That was a slider there from Beckman, just flinging it up there, and it goes way outside. Phil Pohl trying to corral that one and making sure it stays out in front. Ryan Beckman makes his hometown in Fort Worth, Texas. He's 6'4", 210 pounds. He was drafted in the 18th round back in 2009 by the Pittsburgh Pirates out of Grayson County College. That's in Denison, Texas. And And the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3, and a nasty pitch there by Ryan Beckman. So that's going to be the first out in the inning. And coming up to the plate now is Rene Tassoni. So a double play will help the Lemurs get out of the trouble that they're in right now. Brock Kelgard is going to be on deck. So Tassoni with his white pants all the way down to his shoe tops. He wears number 9 on his back. Has a couple of white batting gloves on as well. He stands on the left side of the batter's box against the right-handed pitcher, Ryan Beckman. And Beckman throws home, and that one hits the outside corner for a strike. I was telling you, Beckman pitched in that last game against Wichita on September 14th when the Lemurs clinched the divisional series. Beckman actually picked up the win that day. Barbria was able to pick up the save. Barbria pitched in 4 straight innings and shut down the Wichita Wingnuts, and he ended up getting the save. But Beckman did earn the win. The 0-1 pitch is outside for a ball, even up the count at 1 ball and no strikes. 3-0 Sioux City. We're in the bottom of the second inning, so still a long way to go on this one. No need to fear yet. The Laredo Lemurs still have a lot of time to come back in the ball game. This is game 3 of the best of 5. Beckman will set. He throws home. That one swung on and tapped foul. That'll go over by the Lemurs on deck circle. A lot of balls being tapped off the plate and going back by on deck circles here so far in the game. We've seen a lot of that. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Beckman, when he is in the Pirates organization, he spent 6 seasons with the Pirates, put up a 12-15 record and a 3.58 ERA. Played all over their organization. He made it up to AA ball where he played for the Altoona Curve. Here comes the 1-2 from Beckman. That one is swung on and missed. Strike 3, so back-to-back strikeouts for Ryan. Looks like Beckman starting to get his nasty stuff together out there on the hill. Guys are starting to swing through his pitches. That'll bring up Brock Kelgard. So Kelgard, the number 4 hitter for the Explorers. Kelgard playing his 10th season of professional baseball. This is his 2nd year with Sioux City. He joined the Explorers last year on August 15th when he was traded from the Lancaster Barnstormers. A fastball here misses outside Kelgard. Yeah, he was playing in the Atlantic League for the Lancaster Barnstormers. He was a 34th round draft pick by the Milwaukee Brewers back in 2005 at Indian Hills Community College here in Iowa. 1 ball and no strikes. Beckman with a long hold. Now he throws. That one swung on, lined into right center field. That's going to be trouble. Coming around third base and heading home is Brent Keys. He's going to score easily. Being waved home as well as Matty Johnson. Here comes the throw, the tag, and it's in time to get Matty Johnson out. So the Lemurs get the final out with Matty Johnson trying to score, but Brent Keys does score. That's going to make it a 4-0 lead. Kelgard gets a hit. He picks up an RBI, but the Lemurs get the very crucial final out. So that's going to do it here in the bottom of the second inning. It's 4-0 Sioux City. We'll be back with more baseball. You're listening to Laredo Lemurs Baseball on KLAR Radio.
Hey, ¿tienes algo que celebrar? ¿Que le salió el primer diente a tu hijo? ¿Que tu abuelita aprendió a tuitear? ¿Que cambiaste tu cheque? La respuesta es la misma. Pues un carnesazo. No importa lo que estés celebrando, lo que importa es que lo celebres. Pues con un carnesazo de H-E-B. En H-E-B encuentras gran variedad de cortes a precios bajos y de buena calidad. Carnesazo. Carne asada con ganas, solo en H-E-B.
Looking to travel this summer? If the year-round flights to Las Vegas aren't fit for you, take advantage of Allegiant's direct flights from Laredo International Airport to Orlando. For as low as $119 round trip, you and your family can be in Orlando in 2.5 hours. Fly in comfort from your Laredo International Airport. Visit Allegiant.com for details and specials.
3, 2, 1. Number 1. That's Laredo's #1 Chevy dealer. Family Chevrolet turns the best day ever into the best month ever. 15% off. Not good enough, but 25% off. Now that makes it the best month ever. With over 600 vehicles available, makes it the best pricing ever. 2015 Equinox, 2015 Traverse. Not 15, but 25% off. And the best financing rates for the best month ever. 1.9 interest. Family Chevrolet of Laredo.com. Come see why the deals are always better at Family Chevrolet. Family Chevrolet is the #1 volume Chevy dealer for a reason. Every customer rides during our spring cleaning closeout sale with massive price cuts on 600 Chevys. New 2015 Chevy Cruze. How about 25% off MSRP? Wow, that's huge. Or only $199 a month. New 2015 Malibu for only $269 a month. Or 25% off MSRP. Plus 2 years free maintenance and a 100,000-mile warranty. It's a spring cleaning closeout sale happening now at the #1 volume Chevy dealer. Come see why the deals are always better at Family Chevrolet.
All right, Drew Martinez is going to lead it off for the Laredo Lemurs. He'll be followed by Juan Silveria and then Roger Burnell coming up to the plate. Lemurs trail 4-0, so John Straka goes back to work with a high leg kick. He brings it home, and it's in there for a strike on the inside part of the plate. Martinez jerks himself out of the batter's box after the call by the home plate umpire, so he wasn't too thrilled with the home plate umpire calling that one a strike. And the 0-1 delivery is high for a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike now to Martinez. So Straka, a big, tall, right-handed pitcher out there on the mound tonight. He's 6'3", 225 pounds. He's peering over that mitt. He's ready to bring it home. He'll throw. That one swung on and hit in the air out to right field. Here comes Michael Lang. Michael Lang will get there and squeeze the baseball for the out. Juan Silverio, the next batter for Laredo. They keep playing the Homer Simpson woohoo song, not song, woohoo. Anytime an out is made, and the fans are starting to catch on here at the ballpark and repeating it, and they're really having a good time with it. So here's Silverio. Silverio, so far in the series, he's 3 for 8. He has picked up a run for the Lemurs and has an RBI as well. He's also struck out a couple of times here. He takes a fastball that's low and outside on the first pitch. 1 ball and no strikes. Silverio in the playoffs, he's batted an even 200. He's got 5 hits over 25 at bats. That's between Sioux City and Wichita. And the 1-0 delivery swung on and hit high in the air out to right field. Michael Lang heading back. He's still heading back. He'll straighten up and make the catch. So a couple of flyouts to right field, and that's going to bring up Roger Burnell. So quickly, 2 outs again here for the Laredo Lemurs. They are not getting into deep counts with Straka attacking the strike zone. The Lemurs are putting the ball in play. And they're getting out early in the count. We saw back in the 2nd inning, Dennis Phipps swung at the first pitch. He got out. Then Travis Denker swung at the first pitch he saw as well to get out. So here comes Roger Burnell, the number 9 hitter, and a fastball's poured in there for a strike. That one hits the outside corner. 0-1. Well, Straka going right after that strike zone again. Can't blame him. He's getting the calls down there. Not that he's missing. They are strikes. The pitch. That is inside for a ball, so he does miss with that one. 1 ball and 1 strike to Burnell. So Roger Burnell, a utility player for the Laredo Lemurs, has filled in many different spots so far since joining the club back on the 18th of August. The pitch swung on and fouled away. That'll get into the parking lot off to our right. During the regular season, Burnell only played in 3 regular season games for the Lemurs. He went 2 for 4 for Laredo. He did play quite a bit up in Gary with the Gary South Shore Railcats. He played in 71 games for them and hit .232. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and a curveball misses high, making 2 balls and 2 strikes. Burnell is also filled in as a pitcher for the Laredo Lemurs. He has pitched in 4 games, 1 in the playoffs and 3 during the regular season. And when the Lemurs first picked him up, I did not expect that. Burnell swings and taps one up the first baseline, foul. So keep the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes to Roger. 4-0 in favor of Sioux City. We're in the top of the 3rd inning from Lewis and Clark Park, home of the Sioux City Explorers. Fans trying to get behind their club here. They're looking for that 3rd out to put the Explorers back into the dugout. Ty Morrison on deck for the Laredo Lemurs. And here comes the 2-2 pitch. That one is swung on and missed. Actually tips as the home plate umpire. And that's going to do it for the Lemurs. That's the first strikeout in the books tonight for John Straka. It's 9 up and 9 down for the Laredo Lemurs. So they go down 1-2-3 in the first 3 innings. We will head to the bottom of the 3rd inning. It's 4-0 Sioux City.
Right now, you could be working towards an exciting new career in business administration. At Catholic College Laredo, you'll have the chance to gain professional skills and hands-on training. Earning a business degree could open the door to new career opportunities in fields such as accounting, human resources, banking, and marketing. Start on the path to your new career at Kaplan College. Call 800-617-0800. Right now, you could be working towards an exciting new career in business administration. At Kaplan College Laredo, you'll have the chance to gain professional skills and hands-on training. Earning a business degree could open the door to new career opportunities in fields such as accounting, human resources, banking, and marketing. Start on the path to your new career at Kaplan College. Call 800-617-0800.
Kaplan College does not guarantee employment or career advancement. Information about programs at www.kaplancollege.com/consumer-info.
Today at Whataburger, we're cooking the Honey Mustard Whata Chicken Club. The chicken is hot and fresh. It's got melted Monterey Jack cheese topped with lettuce, tomato, bacon, and then the honey mustard adds a nice sweet flavor to it.
All the flavors come together just perfect. I mean, not only do I want to eat it, but I keep wanting to look at it.
The crunchiness of the bacon adds a really nice texture.
Honey mustard and chicken just go together. You know, sweet and savory, it's a perfect mix.
Try the new Honey Mustard Whata Chicken Club.
Only at Whataburger for a limited time.
Texas Inflatable Rentals has Laredo's largest water slides. Real proud to say that we serve the greater Laredo area and supply slip sliding fun for kids of all ages. Texas Inflatable Rentals has a huge selection of inflatables for every budget. And to add to the party, we rent tables, chairs, snow cone machines, popcorn machines, and cotton candy machines that will help take your party to the next level. We also have moonwalks and bounce houses. Contact Texas Inflatable Rentals at 956-436-3909 or at texasinflatablerentals.com. And book with the coupon code LEMURS for a 10% discount. That's Texas Inflatable Rentals, Laredo's largest water slide.
All right, to the bottom of the fourth inning we go. Sioux City's coming up to the plate. Actually, make that the bottom of the third inning. I've been advancing us a little bit too quickly there. Bottom of the third inning here in Sioux City. Ryan Beckman going to get back up on top of the hill. He's going to throw to Noah Perio. Perio will take the first pitch in there for a strike. So bottom of three, Beckman taking over. Matt Lucen for the Lemurs. Here's his final line. He ends up going an inning. That's it. He did not get an out there in the second inning, so he goes one full inning. And the pitch on the 0-1 is outside. 1-1 strike. He gave up 4 hits, 4 runs. 3 of them were earned. He walked a batter and didn't strike anybody out. Lucen threw 29 pitches and he hit a batter. Lemurs down 4-0, bottom of 3. Beckman at the belt. Works out of the stretch with nobody on. He throws, and that clips the inside corner for a strike. So 1-2 strikes now to Noah Perio. Perio steps out for a brief moment, tightens up those batting gloves. He's right back in. Perio got that lone hit back in the first inning that drove in Matty Johnson. Here comes the 1-2 delivery, and that one swung on and hit in the air down the left field side. Into foul territory goes Juan Silverio. He'll make the catch, and that'll do it for Perio. 1 down, and Ryan Court is going to be the next batter.
Welcome to the plate, our second baseman, number 24, Ryan Court.
Court flew out to right field in his first at bat of the night. He made the last out in the first inning. So Beckman climbs on top of the hill, ready to go. Lemurs trail by 4 runs. And the pitch is inside for a ball. Court was drafted in the 23rd round back in 2011 by the Arizona Diamondbacks out of Illinois State University. Illinois State, by the way, is in Normal, Illinois. Court began his career back in 2011, where he appeared in 70 games for the D-backs Pioneer League team, the Missoula Osprey. And the 1-0 pitch. Swung and grounded up to the third baseman. Silverio will backhand it, but in foul territory. So make the count 1-1 strike. During that year with the rookie ball affiliate in Missoula, Court ended up picking up 74 hits in 70 games while producing 14 doubles, 7 home runs, and 33 RBIs. He hit .271 for that club. In 2012, he spent the entire season with South Bend of the Midwest League. He ended up picking up 101 hits in 102 games. And he picked up 34 extra base hits with 53 ribbies and a .264 average. The 1-1 pitch swung, and another one grounded foul off the bat of Court. Look out over there. That one took a hop and got into the stands pretty quickly down there in the box seats. But everybody seems to be okay. 1-2 strikes to Court. Court had his best statistical season back in 2013 while with the Diamondbacks affiliate in South Bend. The pitch misses away. A changeup there by Beckman outside. That year in 2013, Court played in 29 games with South Bend, 39 games in Visalia. Ended up playing 59 games between the two. And he also went on and played in Mobile, Alabama for a little bit. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swung and popped foul. That'll get back into the stands. During the season, Court that year in 2013 picked up 134 hits in 127 games, and he had 38 doubles, 11 homers, and 72 RBIs. He had 315, so definitely the best season for him. In 2014, Court split time between the D-backs Visalia, Rawhide, and Mobile affiliates. And he picked up a 259 average with 80 hits. Here's the 2-2 pitch, swung and tapped off the plate. That's going to roll foul. So Court found a lot of stuff off that Ryan Beckman's throwing up there right now. Court finished 8th in the league this year with a .331 batting average in the American Association, and he was an American Association All-Star. In fact, the Sioux City Explorers littered with American Association All-Stars this year. Ryan Court's an All-Star, Noah Perio an All-Star, Michael Lang an All-Star. And Patrick Johnson, also the starting pitcher for the All-Star Club. Here comes the 2-2 pitch, and that one is inside, make it 3 balls and 2 strikes. Of course, Sioux City also with the Manager of the Year. Steve Montgomery named Manager of the Year as the Sioux City Explorers went on to win 75 games this season. They set a new league record in that category. Last year, the Wichita Wingnuts won 73 games, and Sioux City trumped it this season. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. Low, ball 4. So Ryan Court earns a walk, and Tommy Mendonça is going to be coming up to the plate. Lemurs trail by 4 runs. Bottom of the 3rd inning from Sioux City. Yeah, Patrick Johnson started the first game of the championship series against the Laredo Lemurs. He was the American Association Pitcher of the Year. Matty Johnson was named the Defensive Player of the Year. So all kinds of stars on the Sioux City Explorers club. Sioux City ended up with the best record in the league, of course. I mentioned those 75 wins, and right behind them was the St. Paul Saints with 73 of their own. The pitch, low and outside. It had looked like the St. Paul Saints were going to go ahead and set the record the way they were going right out of the box at the beginning of the season, and then they cooled off. I mean, not all that much. I mean, they were just too shy of it, but they did cool off, and Sioux City picked it up and ended up coming out on top of everybody. A toss over to first base, and back in easily is Ryan Court. Overall, it was a fun season to watch. Even if you didn't watch the Laredo Lemurs all the way and you watched other teams in the American Association, I like to pay attention to all the teams that I possibly can during the year, and it's just fun to see what the other guys are doing. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That one is low and outside, 2 balls and no strikes. Now Phil Pohl's going to call a timeout. He's going to head up and talk things over with Ryan Beckman. Beckman's jersey starting to come untucked. Actually, St. Paul had 74 wins, so I need to correct myself there. So they're just 1 behind Sioux City. I thought they were 2 back, but they ended up winning 74. The next closest team in the North Division behind the St. Paul Saints was Winnipeg. Winnipeg finished the season 26.5 games back. They were under 500. They were 47-52 on the year. The T-Bones were behind the Central Division leading Sioux City Explorers. Kansas City finished a game under 500 as the next pitch misses outside to Tommy Mendonça. Excuse me, that was called a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike now to Mendonça. Runner at first base and 1 down. 4-0 Sioux City. And Beckman kicks and fires, and that one swung and hit high and deep into right center field. Phipps is going back, and he doesn't see it. The ball hits off the very top of the wall. And going around second and heading over to third base is Ryan Court. He's going to pull in there. Mendonça's going to have a stand-up double. He missed a home run by about 2 feet. It banged off the Avery sign out there in right center field, and for a moment, Dennis Phipps completely lost it. He had a beat on it, started seeing where it was going to go, then all of a sudden the ball must have got up into the lights, and he lost track of it. Either way, he probably wouldn't have been able to catch it as it bangs off the top of the wall. And that gives Tommy Mendonça a double. So runners at second and third for Sioux City, and Matt Coach coming up to the plate. Now Sioux City looking to extend that 4-0 lead right now. Matt Coach did pick up a base hit back in the second inning. He ended up coming around to score as well, and the Lemurs are going to pull the infield in. And the pitch is a strike right on the outside part of the plate. No balls and a strike. That was a fastball from Beckman. And the Lemurs in the rest of the South Division, the only division this year with multiple teams over 500. In fact, they had 3 teams over the 500 mark in the South. And the delivery, that one swung and grounded foul. Wichita won the South Division with a record of 59 wins and 41 losses. The Lemurs picked up the wild card. They were at 57 and 43 on the season. And Joplin picked up 55 wins, and they had 45 losses. So they were 10 games over 500. So the South Division may have been the strongest division, but the 2 teams with the 2 best records came from the Central and the North. Sioux City from the Central, St. Paul from the North. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. That one is a slider away and a nasty swing there by Matt Coach. He gets struck out. That's the second out of the inning. Beckman really pulling that one out of his head, and Coach couldn't lay off of it. Third strikeout since Ryan Beckman's come into the ball game against the Sioux City Explorers. 4-0 Sioux City, and the number 9 hitter, Brent Keys, coming up to the plate. So runners at second and third still, 2 down in the inning. So the Lemurs are not away from getting out of it without allowing a run. The pitch falls outside for a ball. Keys in his first at bat, he picked up a single. He drove in a run and came around to score as well. Brock Kelgard ended up driving him home. Left-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. And Beckman will set on the 1-0 pitch. Here it comes. That one is inside, just underneath the elbows there of Brent Keys. Told you earlier, Brent Keys played in the Florida Marlins organization. He made stops in Jamestown, Greensboro, Jupiter, Jacksonville. He was all over the place in the Florida Marlins organization. The 2-0 pitch misses low. And they checked to see if he went around on a check swing. The third base umpire, Marty Bauer, said he did not. All 4 bases occupied tonight by umpires since the playoffs have started. We've been going with 4-man umpiring crews. 3 balls and no strikes during the regular season. They used 3 umpires during the game. And the 3-0 delivery called a strike. Nice pitch there by Beckman. That one clips the outside corner, so make it a 3-1 count. 2 down in the inning. And starting to get brisk out there. I can start feeling it as the cool air is trying to come into the press box. Here's the 3-1. Swung and grounded softly up to the first baseman. Danker will charge. He'll flip to Beckman. Beckman is there. He almost stumbles over the bag, but the Lemurs get the out. That'll do it for the Sioux City Explorers. No runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 left. We're going to go to the top of the 4th inning. The Lemurs trail 4-0. You're listening to Laredo Lemurs Baseball on KLAR 1300 AM radio.
Home. It's where great taste lives. Where you tighten up those buns. Where every day is game day. Where you can be soft and firm at the same time. And where everyone speaks your language. When you're ready to find your look and tell your story, dream big. And do it with the brand that's in more American homes with more style than anyone else. Ashley Furniture Home Store. This is home.
Driscoll Health Plan loads the bases with value. We knock it out of the park with all the value-added services we bring to our Medicaid members. Driscoll families cheer on the Grand Slam packages, sports physicals, free memberships to Boys and Girls Clubs, and dental care for pregnant women over 21. Take a swing at our baby showers offered by Cadena de Madre. Forget those peanuts and Cracker Jacks, root for our baby blankets and more. Come slide into home when you receive gift cards for completing Texas Health Steps checkups and attending postpartum visits on time. Don't miss a play. Restrictions and limits may apply. Visit DriscollHealthPlan.com.
Texas Outlaw Grill is a proud sponsor of your Laredo Lemurs, specializing in outlaw delicacies such as the Texican, the Gringo, and the Bandit hot dog and their ever-famous barbecue burger. Be the first to try their groundbreaking Cabrito hamburger and Cabrito hot dog. For all to-go orders, catering, and fundraising information, go by 5209 Springfield Suite number 4 or call 956-771-1919. That's Texas Outlaw Grill. All right, Ty Morrison's going to lead it off for the Laredo Lemurs. The Lemurs trail 4-0. They've been set down in order during all three at-bats so far, so it's been 9 up and 9 down for Laredo. As we go to the fourth inning, it's the top of the order here for the Lemurs. Morrison, Nieves, and Taylor, and John Straka is on fire right now. Let's see if the Lemurs can get to him. Straka throws, and that one is spiked in the dirt. Home plate umpire Brian Child started to bail out, and so did Matt Coach. Matt Coach tried to stick in there to make sure he was able to block the baseball and protect the home plate umpire a little bit. 1 ball and no strikes. Lewson flew out to left field in his first at bat. He sees a strike here on the outside part of the plate. So 1 ball and 1 strike to tie. And the pitch from the right-handed pitcher, swung on a ground ball up the middle. That's going to get through for a base hit. Straka tried to kick at it as it was going by. I don't know if that's advised or not, but he was trying to defend it somehow, some way with his foot. Maybe he was trying to slow it down so he could knock it down before it went up the middle for a base hit. So here comes Abel Nieves for the Laredo Lemurs. Nieves, a right-handed batter for Laredo. Nieves has been in the playoffs plenty of times in his career. He was in the playoffs back in 2013 with Wichita, and here again in the 2014 season. Or last year with the 2014 season with the Wichita Wingnuts, and here now in 2015. Here's the pitch, a fastball that misses low. Straka during the regular season put up a record of 11 wins and 3 losses. By the way, that's the first hit for the Lemurs in the ballgame by Ty Morrison. So they are on the board in the hit column. Morrison's got a pretty steady lead out there, and Nieves swings. He hits one in the air out to right center field. This one might be trouble. Lang with a long run. It's going to go all the way out to the warning track and keep on going. It hits the wall. Morrison's going to go and be waved home. Here comes the throw from Courts. It's a little bit offline. The tag. Morrison slides in safely. He touches the plate. The Lemurs have a run. Nieves picks up a double for Laredo, and Lemurs are finally being able to get to John Straka. So back-to-back base hits for the Laredo Lemurs, and here comes Steve Montgomery out of the dugout. He wants a conversation with the home plate umpire Brian Child about what happened there at the plate. Morrison comes in to score all the way from first base. The ball was a little bit up the third baseline. The catcher coach had to grab it, and Morrison ended up going around him and touching the very end of home plate when he slid in there. So Child and Montgomery talked that one over. Child will go ahead and clean off home plate as Matt Coach is up there talking to John Straka about how things are going right now. Abel Nieves out there at second base, so he picks up a double, and Kevin Taylor coming up to the plate. Now, anything the Lemurs can do to cut into that lead right now would be really big for Laredo. And they get that 1 run, and let's see if they can keep attacking John Straka here in the 4th inning. And the delivery, that one is inside for a ball to Kevin Taylor. Straka, 6'3", 225 pounds, out of North Dakota State University. He was a Bison. North Dakota State is on the same campus where the Fargo-Moorhead Redhawks play. They're in the American Association. 1 ball and no strikes. A long hold, and now the pitch, and that one is a strike on the outside corner. Evens up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Straka's 25 years old. He's a Minnesota native who played collegiately, like I said, at North Dakota State, and he had a tremendous rookie season for the X's in 2014. He went 9-5 with a 4.14 ERA last year for Sioux City. So Straka at the chest. He'll look back in second and throw home, and that one swung on and missed. He throws a breaking ball there, and Taylor swings through it. Last year with those 9 wins, Straka matched his teammate Patrick Johnson with the most wins on the club for Sioux City. And he ended up making 21 starts last year. He picked up 90 strikeouts and just 38 walks last season. The pitch, and that one is low for a ball. This year he put up a record of 11 wins and 3 losses and had a 3.27 ERA through 20 starts. In 129 and a third innings, he struck out 110 batters and walked only 36. So his walk total actually went down. But of course, he had 1 less start than he did the previous year. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Lemurs trail by 3 runs. We're in the top of the 4th inning here in Sioux City. Now Nieves dances off the bag at second base, and Straka's going to go ahead and step off the back of the rubber. Straka holds the baseball behind his back. Now he'll bring his hands together. And he throws the 2-2, a curveball, called strike 3. Kevin Taylor goes down looking. He was fooled by that curveball there. Really only the second curveball we've seen Straka throw. If he has thrown others, they haven't been very big breakers like that one was right there. So that'll bring up Dennis Phipps to the plate. So a runner at second base and 1 out, a run in to score for Laredo here in the 4th inning. Dennis Phipps in his first at bat, it was kind of a weird play. Phipps hit the baseball, went right out in front of home plate. At first I thought it hit off his body somewhere and it was a foul ball, but Phipps collapsed right at home plate. And the pitcher, Straka, grabbed the ball, came up and tagged Phipps, and he was called out by the home plate umpire while Phipps was still laying down on all 4s. He hadn't even got up yet. So at first I thought he was hurt, and then we're like, is he okay? And then he got up pretty quickly after the out was made. Now timeout's called at the plate. Phipps saying, I need a timeout here. Step out of the batter's box and he'll get ready. Phipps wears his black socks all the way up to his kneecaps. A big old number 55 on his back. So he's back into the batter's box. Phipps, a former major leaguer, played for the Cincinnati Reds back in 2012. And the pitch to Phipps. He sees a breaking ball miss away. A little bit more about John Straka. John Straka in 2013 with the Bisons, when he was playing college baseball for North Dakota State, he went 8-2, and he put up a really tiny 1.67 ERA. So he had a really good year in his senior season. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Low and away. 2 balls and no strikes to Phipps. Straka was drafted by the Texas Rangers in the 32nd round back in 2013. He pitched in 19 games with the Northwest League Spokane Indians and recorded 27 strikeouts while allowing only 6 walks and 31 and a third innings. 2 balls and no strikes to Phipps. The pitch. That's a fastball that misses low. Make it 3-0 now to Dennis. On open bag over there at first base. Bell Nieves is over at second. Travis Danker is on deck. And the Lemurs would love to have Danker come up to the plate with runners at first and second base and 1 out. Danker with a lot of pop in his bat. And Straka brings it home, and that one is on the inside corner for a strike to Dennis Phipps. So he throws a fastball. Phipps started stepping out of the batter's box when the ball was on the way. Basically saying, I'm not even going to hit this ball, just going to let it go by anyway. So I'm going to take a good look at it as I step away. 3 balls and 1 strike. Straka finished 5th in the league this year with 110 strikeouts. The pitch. That one is low, ball 4. So the Lemurs will have runners at first and second base. A walk to Dennis Phipps. And Travis Danker is going to be the batter. Ty Morrison has already come in to score for the Laredo Lemurs here in the 4th inning. He started off the inning with a base hit, and that was followed up by an Abel Nieves double out to right center field. Nieves hit the ball all the way out to the warning track out there in right center. So here's Danker, who grounded out to second base in his last at bat. Lemurs trail by 3. And a big at bat right now for Travis Danker. 1 out in the inning. Teams have been able to get to Straka here on this baseball field. And the pitch is high for a ball. Straka at home during the regular season put up a record of 3 wins and 2 losses. He had a 4.95 ERA. He pitched in 10 games here, all starts for Straka. And get this, he gave up 6 home runs on his home turf and had a 3.01 against average. And the 1-0 pitch to Denker. A fastball low, 2 balls and no strikes. Well, the Lemurs are in their second time around against John Straka right now, and they're going to slowly but surely try to dissect him. And so far, so good here in the 4th inning for the Lemurs. So Ryan Court with a quick visit in to talk things over with Straka. So I find that pretty interesting that Straka went 11-3, but most of his wins were on the road. So he went 3-2 here at this ballpark. He had a nice 3.27 ERA, but a higher ERA here at home. The pitch is low. That's going to make it 3 balls and no strikes now to Travis Denker. So Denker in good hitting position now. And let's see if Straka is going to come across the plate. He's a pitch away from loading the bases and bringing Phil Pohl up to the plate. Well, we know Phil Pohl's got a lot of pop as well. Guys in the Sioux City bullpen starting to mill around. Nobody up and throwing, but guys are stretching out. At least one guy is. He's starting to kick his leg around and maybe try to get loose. Sioux City, they have their pullovers on. A lot of the guys down there in the bullpen and in the dugout, they have their pullover sweatshirts. The Lemurs guys, they have their fleece sweatshirts on. Here comes the 3-0 pitch, and that's taken for a strike right at the letters to Travis Denker. So he was taken all the way, making a 3-1 count now to Travis. He's ready to go. Straka has to come in again. Runners at first and second base. Lemurs trail by 3 with 1 out in the top of the 4th. Big at bat here for Travis Denker. He stands very close to the plate, puts the bat high over his head. Here's the pitch. It's called a strike. That one clips the outside corner. Denker thought he had ball 4. He started walking up the first base line, and he gets rung up by the home plate umpire, Brian Child. That was a close one there. So Denker now with a couple of words with Brian Child. Of course, all these umpires out here, veteran umpires, good umpires, they're going to let their guys have a say or two, especially in a championship series like this here in the American Association. Denker very professional about it. So a full count now to Travis. And the pitch, swung on and a fly ball, hit well out to right field. Lang is on the run. It looks like he's got a beat on it. He'll reach out, and the ball's going to be on the ground. The Lemurs are going to start running. Here comes Abel Nieves. Dennis Phipps is going to go into third base. Nieves crosses the plate, and the Lemurs have another run. Lang might have tipped that baseball with his glove. I'm not 100% sure. Of course, he's probably 400 feet away from us, so not easy to tell. We don't have a camera angle that goes all the way out that far. But nonetheless, the ball falls to the ground and ends up going all the way out to the Avery sign again. So the Lemurs see Travis Denker pick up a double. Nieves comes in to score. Dennis Phipps goes to second base. And Denker pulls in with that double. And now the pitching coach is going to go up and talk to John Straka. Well, the Lemurs runners, both Dennis Phipps and Abel Nieves, had to wait to see if the ball was going to fall or not. So Phipps ended up almost running up the back of Abel Nieves, as Nieves was between second and third at the time. Phipps was already around the bag. He was going, let's go, let's move it. So Phipps had to be held up at third base because we had to let Nieves score first. So now runners at second and third for the Laredo Lemurs, and Phil Pohl coming up to the plate. And that cuts the lead in half. It's now 4-2 in favor of Sioux City. So the Lemurs get a couple of runs back.
Catcher number 24, Phil Pohl.
And the Lemurs are a big base hit away from tying up the ball game. Playoff baseball for you here in Sioux City. The American Association Championship Series, proven to be a lot of fun. And the pitch to Pohl. Pohl swings and hits it over to Tommy Mendonça, the third baseman. Mendonça has Phipps in a rundown. They throw it back to the catcher. Phipps is going to head back to third base. He's in there safely. He slides around the tag of Mendonça, and he slides in safely. The bases are going to be loaded for the Laredo Lemurs. Drew Martinez coming up to the plate. Well, Phipps made a decision once he was in the pickle. Once he saw the catcher coach with the ball running at him, he made a decision. I'm going to go ahead and just go back to third base and see what happens. Well, the Lemurs are lucky Denker didn't try to take over third. So Pohl reaches on a fielder's choice. Everyone is safe. The bases are loaded. And here's Drew Martinez with a huge opportunity now for the Laredo Lemurs. 1 out, bases loaded. The corner infielders playing in, the shortstop and second baseman playing a double play depth. Here's the pitch. Misses outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Martinez in his first at bat, he flew out to right field tonight. There is bullpen action for Sioux City right now. And the pitch, swung and grounded foul. And that'll even up the ball and strikes. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. 6 hits for Sioux City in the game, 3 hits for the Laredo Lemurs. Juan Silverio on deck for the Lemurs. Drew Martinez with some speed, so if he hits a ground ball and Sioux City tries to turn a double play, it's not going to be easy to turn with Martinez running. A deep breath by Straka. He holds for a while and throws home. That one swung on, hit down the left field line. And it looks like it's going to get into foul territory. It will hit off the side rail and bounce back into fair territory, in fact. So at third base is Dennis Phipps. Travis Danker over at second. Phil Pohl at first. Bases loaded for the Laredo Lemurs. Lemurs have picked up 3 hits in the inning. 2 of them have been doubles. Danker with a double and Nieves with a double. Both of them bringing home runs. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So Drew Martinez has got to protect. He wants to put the ball in play. Straka gets the sign. He'll bring his hands together. Up at his chest he sets. And the delivery. And that one is low. Good job by Martinez to lay off of that breaking ball. Was not an easy choice there for Martinez. That thing had a lot of movement to it. And somehow, some way, he was able to lay off that pitch. The fans here in Sioux City starting the slow clap. Trying to get behind their club. Drew Martinez with 3 hits against Sioux City already in the playoffs. Looking for another one. At the plate, he is 3 for 7. Excuse me, 3 for 7. I was right. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And that is very high. That's going to run the count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes now. So a full count with the bases loaded and 1 out. Straka puts his foot right on the first base side of the rubber. He holds that ball behind his back as he peers in underneath that black and red cap to get the sign from the catcher, Matt Coach. This is a big pitch coming up for everybody. Here's the 3-2, swung on and slashed foul. Look out over there. Oh, they have a fence up over here over the dugouts. That was nice. Ends up going right into the fence, and everybody's okay. See, not a bad thing. A lot of ballparks ought to take a look at what they have here in Sioux City. There are nets up over the dugouts, and that's good. 3 balls and 2 strikes. A lot of talk around Major League Baseball that they might put nets up over the dugouts over the coming years. Might actually happen in affiliated baseball in the minor leagues as well. Here's the 3-2. Swung on and lined down the left field line. It's going to be a fair ball. The Lemurs are going to at least tie it up. Phipps comes in to score. Here comes Danker. He's going to come in and score. Being waved home is Phil Pohl. He's going to score a run. Going for a triple is Martinez. He's going to slide in, go right into Mendonça. The ball gets by Mendonça, and Martinez is in safely. The question is Martinez okay? He slid hard into Tommy Mendonça. 3 runs are in to score for the Laredo Lemurs. They have taken the lead in the ball game. It's now 5-4 Laredo. And hopefully Drew Martinez is okay. He slid hard into Tommy Mendonça. Mendonça was trying to get the baseball coming out of the left fielder's hand. And Martinez went to slide. He fell a little bit short as Mendonça tried to corral it. So a triple and 3 runs in to score off of the bat of Drew Martinez. Oh, they're going to give it an error, actually. Okay, so it's going to be a double and an error? Double and an error is what they're telling me. That's fine. Still a runner out there for the Laredo Lemurs on third base. Drew Martinez running up the third base line, making sure he's okay to go ahead and stay in the ball game. It looks like he's all right. He slid in and Looked like he banged his knee against Tommy Mendonça. If the Lemurs take the lead, they're up 5-4. Last thing the Lemurs need is for anybody else to get hurt. J.D. Pulver will not be playing in the rest of the series for the Laredo Lemurs due to a knee injury. He banged into the catcher during the first game of the series down in Laredo. So it's going to be a pitching change for Sioux City. Their manager, Steve Montgomery's come out. He's taking the ball away from Straka, and that's going to be it for him. The Lemurs have taken a 5-4 lead. They clear off the base pass. Martinez is going to be at third base with 1 out. So the Lemurs still have a chance to get another run. We're going to take a timeout, try to clean up all this mess, and come back with some more baseball for you. You're listening to Laredo Lemurs Baseball on KLAR Radio.
You want to sit in a car for 7 hours, risk a flat tire, traffic, or highway construction delays? Fly direct from Laredo International Airport to Dallas-Fort Worth on American Airlines. From Dallas, you can change planes and take a flight to Tokyo, London, or even Rio de Janeiro. With 4 daily arrivals and departures, American Airlines is sure to have a connection that works best for you. So avoid spending hours in the car or risk an accident on the highway or even a flat tire. Fly in comfort from Laredo International Airport. Visit AA.com for details and to book a reservation. This summer, Allegiant will increase to 4 weekly flights to Las Vegas, Nevada. If gambling in Vegas isn't your thing, Allegiant is also increasing to 2 weekly flights to Orlando. Enjoy the Disney theme parks, Legoland, Universal Studios, SeaWorld, and the Kennedy Space Center. Fly in comfort from your Laredo International Airport. Visit Allegiant.com for details and specials.
There's a reason why Popeyes creates some of the best tasting chicken in the world. We were born in New Orleans, Louisiana, the land of good fun and great cooking. Spicy flavor is a way of life in New Orleans, and everything we make reflects it. From our Popeyes bona fide chicken and handcrafted tenders to our home-style mashed potatoes with Cajun gravy and our soft, buttery biscuits, everything we make is made with care and served up fresh. Only at Popeyes.
All right, so Juan Silverio is going to come up to the plate now for the Laredo Lemurs, as they have jumped up to a 5-4 lead here in the top of the 4th inning. Drew Martinez out there at third base. The infield's going to be pulled in for Sioux City as Rob Ward has come in to pitch. Silverio, a right-handed batter. And here comes the pitch. A fastball misses inside. So a little bit about Rob Ward for you as he gets up there on the hill for the Sioux City Explorers. During the regular season here in 2015, he put up a record of 11 wins and 3 losses, over 41 appearances out of the pen. So that's pretty darn good. The pitch swung on and chopped over to the first baseman, grabbing it, the first baseman to Sony. He's going to race over to the bag and touch it as Martinez stays at first base. So Silverio grounds out to the first baseman, and that's going to be the second out of the inning. And Roger Burnell coming up to the plate now for the Laredo Lemurs. The Lemurs have scored 5 runs here in the 4th. So good thing Drew Martinez is staying in to play out there at third base. He's going to go ahead and keep playing center for the Lemurs. The Lemurs have a very short bench right now. Ty Forney is the only extra player they have down there in the bullpen. In the dugout in the bullpen. Here's the pitch. It misses inside. 1 ball and no strikes. I guess Ty Forney probably could pitch if the Lemurs needed him to. 1 ball and no strikes. And the delivery. Check swing there by Burnell. He goes around. Rob Ward has made 3 appearances in the playoffs, once against the Lemurs and twice against the St. Paul Saints. He has thrown in 3 total games, and he has a 1.28 ERA. Here's the next pitch, and misses up and in to Roger Burnell. Burnell in his first at bat, he struck out against John Straka. So Straka done for the night. And now timeout's called at the plate by Burnell. Now Ward has pitched in 7 innings in the playoffs, has struck out 8 batters, has walked 2, and has given up 6 base hits. Here comes the 2-1 delivery, and that one is right down the middle of the plate, even up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The Lemurs saw Ward pitch on the 16th in the first game of the series when the Lemurs ended up losing 10-2. He only pitched an inning there, struck out a batter and faced 2 guys. Here's the 2-2 pitch, swung and fouled away by Burnell. Wart makes his hometown in St. Charles, Missouri. He's 6'2", 255 pounds, and he went to Jefferson College. That's in Missouri as well. He was drafted by the Nationals in the 30th round back in 2009 out of Jefferson College. And the 2-2 delivery, low and outside. He gets away from the catcher. Here comes Martinez to the plate. He's going to slide in there safely. The Lemurs have another run. It's now 6-4 Laredo, and that one coming on what will be maybe a pass ball or a wild pitch. We'll have to wait and see. It's going to be a wild pitch. So a wild pitch there that gets away from the catcher, and the Lemurs have another run up on the board, and that's a huge one. 6-4 now, Laredo. Give the Lemurs a 2-run lead, and with their bullpen, they could really shut things down. So Burnell still at the plate. He's looking at a 3-2 count. And here's the pitch. He sees that one miss high. It's ball 4. The Lemurs have sent 9 guys to the plate. They bat around here in the 4th inning. And Ty Morrison's going to bat for the second time. He started all of this off for Laredo with a base hit. He came around to score a run and was driven in by Bel Nieves with his double. Lemurs up 6-4. Well, things have really turned around. The Lemurs went down in order for the first 3 times that they come up to the plate here in the 4th inning. They've batted around the pitch. It's low. 1 ball and no strikes. Now the Lemurs offense is explosive, and we're seeing that here right now. Of course, the Sioux City Explorers throughout the season have had a very solid bullpen. Here's the 1-0 delivery. The runner goes. The throw down to second base is going to be on the money. Burnell is going to be called out. So the Lemurs sent 9 guys to the plate. They score 6 runs in the inning. And Burnell gets caught stealing, trying to take second base. It's a 2-6 putout on the caught stealing. That's the 3rd out. So that's going to do it for the Laredo Lemurs. And we will head to the bottom of the 4th inning with the Lemurs up 6-4. You're listening to Laredo Lemurs Baseball on KLAR Radio.
Today at Whataburger, we're cooking the Honey Mustard Water Chicken Club. The chicken is hot and fresh. It's got melted Monterey Jack cheese topped with lettuce, tomato, bacon, and then the honey mustard adds a nice sweet flavor to it.
All the flavors come together just perfect. I mean, not only do I want to eat it, but I keep wanting to look at it.
The crunchiness of the bacon adds a really nice texture.
Honey mustard and chicken just go together. You know, sweet and savory, it's a perfect mix.
Try the new Honey Mustard Water Chicken Club.
Only at Whataburger for a limited time.
Texas Inflatable Rentals has Laredo's largest water slides. Real proud to say that we serve the greater Laredo area and supply slip sliding fun for kids of all ages. Texas Inflatable Rentals has a huge selection of inflatables for every budget. And to add to the party, we rent tables, chairs, snow cone machines, popcorn machines, and cotton candy machines that will help take your party to the next level. We also have moonwalks and bounce houses. Contact Texas Inflatable Rentals at 956-436-3909 or at texasinflatablerentals.com and book with the coupon code LEMURS for a 10% discount. That's Texas Inflatable Rentals, Laredo's largest water slide.
Home. It's where great taste lives. Where you tighten up those buns. Where every day is game day. Where you can be soft and firm at the same time. And where everyone speaks your language. When you're ready to find your look and tell your story, dream big. And do it with the brand that's in more American homes with more style than anyone else. Ashley Furniture Home Store. This is home.
All right, away we go into the bottom of the 4th inning. Sioux City coming up to the plate. Ryan Beckman taking back over up on the hill, and Matty Johnson's the batter. He'll show bunt and pull back and watch us go over the outside corner for a strike. Matty Johnson so far today has picked up a walk and scored a run. He's also reached on an error. He stole a base back in the 1st and scored there as well. No balls and a strike to Matty Johnson. Ryan Beckman will deliver. That one is swung on, and a ground ball down the first baseline. It's going to be a fair ball, and that might be extra bases. Matty Johnson around first. He's going over to second base, and Dennis Phipps will watch that one go out of play, and that's going to be a ground rule double. So they have a chalk line down the right field line, right where the bullpen starts for the visiting team, the Laredo Lemurs. And that ball rolled over the chalk line, so apparently that is out of play. And that holds Matty Johnson to a double, so that helps out Laredo a little bit. So a double for Johnson, and Michael Lang coming up to the plate. Lemurs up by 2 runs. So Lang on the day, he flew out to right field, and he struck out. Beckman with a couple of head nods. Now he'll go ahead and see timeout called by the batter at home plate, Michael Lang. So Beckman will start all over again. And the pitch swung, and that one's a ground ball foul up the third base side. A busy Saturday around Major League Baseball today. Remember, there's a game between the Lemurs and the Explorers tomorrow. That one is guaranteed. Tomorrow's game is a 5:05 start. So 5:05 here from Sioux City. Should be another dandy one. And depending on what happens here, somebody will have a chance to go ahead and win the series tomorrow. So whoever wins tonight will have a chance to win the series tomorrow in that game. Get you the scoreboard from around Major League Baseball here. The Angels and Minnesota Twins playing ball. They're in the bottom of the 8th. And it's 5-1 Angels. Runner at second base for Sioux City. And the 0-1 delivery. And that one is a breaking ball that stays up high. 1 ball and 1 strike. Kansas City and the Detroit Tigers are playing. It's in the bottom of the 7th inning. Kansas City's up 4-3. White Sox 3, Indians 1. They're in the top of the 8th. 1 ball and 1 strike. Now Beckman bends over and ties his shoe out there on the mound. In the bottom of the 7th inning, Cincinnati and Milwaukee, they're tied up at 6 apiece. So Bel Nieves quickly in to talk to Beckman while Beckman ties his shoe. Beckman will also grab the rosin bag and retuck his jersey. Lemurs up 6-4. Oakland A's are playing the Houston Astros down in Houston. A's are winning 6-4 in that ball game. Matty Johnson takes his lead from second base. He has his head on a swivel as he takes his lead. And now Beckman going to step off the back of the rubber and look the runner back. Rangers 5, Mariners 1. They're in the bottom of the 5th. And the Rockies are beating the Padres 6-1 in the bottom of the 4th inning. A 1-1 count. And the pitch swung and tipped foul into the ground. Phil Pohl was looking up into the air. The ball was right underneath his feet. When he looked up, it fooled me. I'd started to look up, but I knew the ball was on the ground, but he fooled me. He faked me out. Dodgers and Pirates are playing over in Los Angeles, and the Dodgers are up 1-0. Yankees have beat the New York Mets today 5-0. That game's a final. The rest of these will be finals for you for Major League Baseball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The pitch, a slider swung on and missed. Strike 3. Michael Lang goes down hacking. That's the 4th strikeout for Ryan Beckman since coming into the game. If you're just joining us, the starting pitcher, Matt Lucen, only pitched an inning for the Laredo Lemurs. He pitched an inning plus 3 batters, but he never got an out there in the 2nd. Ryan Beckman got called into the ballgame for the Lemurs. So Beckman went on and got the 3 outs there in the 2nd inning, even though 3 runs came in to score in the 2nd. None of those runs were credited to Ryan Beckman. They all got credited to Matt Lucen. Johnson at 2nd. Here's the pitch to the batter, Tassoni. Tassoni will foul it off. Cubbies beat the Cardinals 5-4. That game was played in Wrigley Field. The Angels beat the Minnesota Twins 4-3. Looks like they're playing 2 games. Yeah, indeed. Angels and Twins have 1 game in the books. They're playing another game right now. So a doubleheader in Minnesota. No balls and a strike to Rene Tassoni. He's looking for his first hit. The pitch swung and a ground ball over to Bel Nieves. The second baseman bobbles it a little bit, recovers and throws over to first base in time to get the out. That ball just rolled up the mid of Nieves, kept going up his arms and into his chest. So he was able to recover easily and get the 2nd out of the inning. Matty Johnson moves up to 3rd base on the play, and Brock Kelgard coming up to the plate. Kelgard with a single and an RBI back in the second inning. He was hit by a pitch back in the first. Diamondbacks crushed the Giants today 6-0. The Washington Nationals beat the Miami Marlins 5-2, and the Boston Red Sox over the Toronto Blue Jays 7-6. Baltimore beats Tampa Bay 2-1, and the Atlanta Braves beat the Philadelphia Phillies 2-1. Lemurs up 6-4 here at Lewis and Clark Park. The pitch to Kelgard is a fastball that misses inside. Runner at third base, Matty Johnson, so the Lemurs got to make sure that they keep the ball out in front of Phil Pohl. He does not want to let anything get by him. Beckman, he's ready to go. Here comes the 1-0 pitch, and that one swung and missed. Ball kept breaking in there on the hands of Kelgard. He swung through it, 1-1 strike. So Beckman and Phil Pohl connect on a sign. And Beckman delivers, and that one is a check swing by Kelgard. Did he go around the first base umpire? Joey Stegner said yes, he did. 1-2 strikes. So Ryan Beckman in control of this at bat right now against the big man Brock Kelgard. Beckman does not have to come across the plate right here. He might be throwing that nasty slider. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. That's a fastball swung on and fouled off. So Beckman goes in with the fastball in on the hands of Kelgard, and Kelgard got a piece of it. So Beckman's still in control. Still has that slider in his back pocket if he wants to go to it. So if you're Kelgard, what are you thinking up there at the plate right now? You thinking that fastball in on the hands or the slider away? Either way, you got to be ready for it. That's why you shorten up. But when you're a big guy like Kelgard, you don't want to shorten up. There's a big dude down there. 1-2 strikes. Matty Johnson at third base. All the Lemurs defenders on the infield are playing back. Regular depth here. And the pitch. Ooh, and that one's way inside. So evens up the count at 2-2 now. So Beckman still has one pitch to deal with. He does not have to come across the plate again. It's a 2-2 count. And the pitch. Fastball. Oh, actually, that was a changeup swung on and missed. So there's strike three. Kelgard goes down swinging. That's going to be the third out here. Matty Johnson opens things up with a double, and the next three batters get out. We are headed to the top of the fifth inning. The Lemurs are up 6-4.
Driscoll Health Plan loads the bases with value. We knock it out of the park with all the value-added services we bring to our Medicaid members. Driscoll families cheer on the Grand Slam packages, sports physicals, free memberships to Boys and Girls Clubs, and dental care for pregnant women over 21. Take a swing at our baby showers offered by Cadena de Madre. Forget those peanuts and Cracker Jacks, root for our baby blankets and more. Come slide into home when you receive gift cards for completing Texas Health Steps checkups and attending postpartum visits on time. Don't miss a play. Restrictions and limits may apply. Visit DriscollHealthPlan.com.
Texas Outlaw Grill is a proud sponsor of your Laredo Lemurs, specializing in outlaw delicacies such as the Texican, the Gringo, and the Bandit hot dog and their ever-famous barbecue burger. Be the first to try their groundbreaking Cabrito hamburger and Cabrito hot dog. For all to-go orders, catering, and fundraising information, go by 5209 Springfield Suite number 4 or call 956-771-1919. That's Texas Outlaw Grill. Do you want to sit in a car for 7 hours, risk a flat tire, traffic, or highway construction delays? Fly direct from Laredo International Airport to Dallas-Fort Worth on American Airlines. From Dallas, you can change planes and take a flight to Tokyo, London, or even Rio de Janeiro. With 4 daily arrivals and departures, American Airlines is sure to have a connection that works best for you. So avoid spending hours in the car or risk an accident on the highway or even a flat tire. Fly in comfort from Laredo International Airport. Visit AA.com for details and to book a reservation. Well, big congratulations going out to the Columbus Clippers. They have won the International League. They win 3-0 over Indianapolis today, so they are the champions of the International League. That one from my friend Zach Davis back at home with the Laredo Morning Times. As that pitch misses inside for a ball to the leadoff man, Ty Morrison. Rob Wart staying up there on the hill. Lemurs up 6-4 in this one. We're in the American Association Championship game right now. The Laredo Lemurs and the Sioux City Explorers going at it. Lemurs picked up 6 runs there in the 4th inning. The pitch to Morrison fades away, and that's going to be ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes to time. Ty so far today is 1 for 2 in the ball game. Came around to score there in the 4th inning for the Laredo Lemurs. If you want to follow Zach Davis, here's the pitch, and that one misses high. Zach Davis, a very good follow on Twitter. He's at Zach Davis LMT. Zach Davis at LMT. If you want to follow the Laredo Lemurs, it's L Lemurs Baseball. That's right, L Lemurs Baseball. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Is inside, and Morrison throws away the bat. He'll go and take his base, and Abel Nieves coming up to the plate. So immediately the catcher, Matt Coach, out from behind home plate. He's going to have a word or two with Rob Wart. Another person that follows the Lemurs very closely is Ryan Bailey with the KGNS News team. What is Bailey's Twitter address? I'm sure you can type in Ryan Bailey and find it. Ryan Bailey. It's Ryan Bailey as the first pitch comes in. That one misses for a ball to Abel Nieves. Oh, I just had it for you, man. I'm a big Twitter bozo. Runner at first base for the Lemurs. Nobody out. Rob Wart. He sets high at the chest, and he'll deliver, and it's low for a ball. 2 balls and no strikes. There it is. Ryan Bailey _ KGNS. So Zach Davis and Ryan Bailey, they both follow the Lemurs very, very closely. Jason Mack, also part of the Laredo Morning Times. He follows the Lemurs as well. So all those guys good to follow on Twitter if you're a Lemurs fan back at home. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. A fastball in there for a strike on the inside corner. So make it a 2-1 count now to Nieves. Nieves doubled and drove in Ty Morrison back in the 4th inning. In fact, that's how the inning got started for the Laredo Lemurs in the 4th. Nieves with that double out to right center field. Here's the 2-1 pitch, and that's a breaking ball that hits the outside part of the plate. That was a nasty one there. Just a little break to it at the very end, and it fell on the outside corner for a strike. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. Morrison digging in over there at first base. He's got a good lead. And he runs. The 2-2 pitch is swung on and fouled back. So Morrison started to run, and Nieves fouls the ball off. Of course, anything close to the plate with 2 strikes, Nieves has to be thinking swing the bat. Can't really be worrying about if the guy's going or not over there at first base. So once again, a 2-2 pitch to Abel Nieves. And Wart brings it home, and it's a curveball, and it'll stay high. Abel Nieves so far in the playoffs now, including this ball game, has 7 hits. He's picked up 2 hits against Sioux City in this series. Runner at first base, and a 3-2 count. The runner goes, the pitch is swung and fouled back into the screen. Nieves pulling the emergency trigger that time. The ball was almost by him when he swung the bat and fouled it off into the screen. Well, Nieves is good with the hand-eye coordination. He's able to do that. He's not afraid to hit with 2 strikes. Nieves, during the regular year through 66 games, struck out 39 times. He has struck out 6 times so far in the playoffs, but he did have one day where he struck out 3 times against Patrick Johnson. Of course, Johnson, a tough customer on anybody. Here comes the 3-2 pitch again. Morrison runs. It's a breaking ball that misses way inside. Nieves gets out of the way of that one. And the Lemurs will have another base runner. So a couple of walks to get this inning started. And we'll probably see the Sioux City bullpen go back to work.
The designated hitter, number 9, Kevin Taylor.
Here comes Kevin Taylor to the plate. I don't see Steve Montgomery making a move to get the bullpen going, but there are guys milling around down there. And there goes somebody down the left field line, maybe running down there to tell somebody to start going. So here's Kevin Taylor. Taylor struck out looking back in the 4th inning. He flew out to center field in the 1st. And the pitch is high for a ball. Kevin Taylor, a former member of the Dodgers organization. Taylor was drafted by the Dodgers back in 2011 out of Western Nevada College. He played with them for 3 seasons, making it up to low A ball. He played for the Great Lakes Loons over in the Midwest League. Here's the 1-0 pitch. He shows bunt and pulls back, and that one goes over the plate for a strike. Kind of a high strike there. Maybe Rob Wart saw that Kevin Taylor was going to try to lay down the bunt and said, well, I'll elevate this one a little bit and see if I can get a pop-up out of it. And Taylor was able to lay off of it. 1 ball and 1 strike. Lemurs up 6-4. We're in the 5th inning. Dennis Phipps is on deck for Laredo. And the 1-1 pitch, bunt shown again, and that time he takes it high and away. So 2 balls and a strike now to Taylor. Taylor finished the season 3rd in the league in walks. He had 65 of those. He was 3rd in the league in on-base percentage with a .435 mark. And during the season against Sioux City, over 7 games, he hit .227. Taylor hit much better on the road than he did at home this year. And Taylor will show bunt again, and he takes that breaking ball in the outside corner for a strike. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Taylor hit .359 on the road for the Lemurs. He hit .291 when he was back home at Uni-Trade Stadium, but for good reason. Uni-Trade Stadium is pretty much death to left-handed batters. They do not have a lot of power there. The ball just dies out and right. Here comes the 2-2 delivery. And swung on a slow hit, ground ball over to the shortstop. Charging the ball is Perio. Perio will go to third base with a backhand flip and get the out there. Nicely done by Noah Perio. Gets the 6-5 put out and gets the lead runner. And Nieves moves up to second. Kevin Taylor will take over at first on the fielder's choice. Morrison had to come in on the grass to avoid running into Perio because Perio was charging the ball. So Morrison had 1 choice or 2 choices. He could have went around Perio from behind and try to get back behind him that way, which still would have put him in the same situation where he would have had a long way to go to get the third, and instead he decided to run in front of him, which is probably the better of the 2 choices, and still he had a longer way to go to get to third base again. So a nice play there by Perio to go to third with the sidearm slip. Here's Dennis Phipps with runners at first and second base and 1 out. A breaking ball stays high. Making 1 ball and no strikes. So Phipps walked in his last at bat. He was part of that 6-1 rally for the Laredo Lemurs in the 4th inning. Phipps was all over the leaderboard in the American Association this year. He finished 6th in the league in hitting with a .336 average. And the pitch is high and tight. So now timeout's called. And Matt Coach is going to go talk to Rob Wart. So runners at first and second base for the Lemurs. Nieves over there at second base. Kevin Taylor at first. So some guys that could run out there on the base paths right now for the Laredo Lemurs. Phipps also finished 3rd in the league with 17 home runs. He was 4th in the league in RBIs with 76. So Phipps a big part of the Lemurs' offensive output this year. Here comes the 2-0, and that one is inside, ball 3. So now 3-0 to Dennis Phipps, and he's sitting in a good spot. Rob Wart has to come across the plate, so will Dennis Phipps have the green light? Well, we saw Travis Danker up there on the 3-0 count in the 6th inning. He let one go by, that was right down the middle. And the 3-0, and he does take it, clips the inside corner for a strike. 3 balls and 1 strike. Phipps actually put his bat out as if he's going to bunt there and pulls it back. He was trying to maybe throw off the pitcher. So 3 balls and 1 strike. He'll be swinging away here if he gets a fat one. And the pitch swung and a fly ball hit into right field. Here comes Lang. Lang will get underneath it. Tagging at second base is Nieves, but he's going to hang in there at second. And that'll be the 2nd out of the inning. So runners will stay at first and second, and now Travis Danker will be the batter, and here comes the pitching coach out of the dugout again. Bobby Post going to go out and talk things over with Rob Wart real quick. 6-4 Laredo. The only Lemurs hits have come in that 4th inning. They had 4 hits in the inning. They had a couple of walks in the inning as well. Somehow, some way, they were able to hit around. See, Morrison got a single. Nieves picked up a double. Then Kevin Taylor struck out looking. And Phipps walked. Danker with a double. And reaching on fielder's choice was Phil Pohl. And we saw Drew Martinez double. And Juan Silverio grounded out to first base. Lemurs up 6-4, 2 down, and we're in the 5th. Travis Danker, a former big leaguer, played with the San Francisco Giants back in 2008. Played in 24 games for the Giants. And the pitch. Danker sees that one miss low and outside. The fans here wanted it. So Danker with that big double back in the 4th inning to drive in a run. He also came around to score later on in the inning. Rob Wart has his sign. The catcher sets up in the middle of the plate. It's a breaking ball that clips the outside corner. Yeah, Danker was originally drafted by the Dodgers in the 21st round back in 2003, and then he was traded over to the Giants organization. Played in 24 games for the Giants. He made 42 plate appearances and had 9 total hits. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball swung on, lined into right field, right at Michael Lang. He'll get there and make the catch. And that'll do it for the Laredo Lemurs. So a couple of walks, and the Lemurs can't pick up a run. A couple of hard-hit balls out to the outfield, but that's it. We're going to head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Lemurs up 6-4. You're listening to Laredo Lemurs Baseball on KLAR Radio. This summer, Allegiant will increase to 4 weekly flights to Las Vegas, Nevada. If gambling in Vegas isn't your thing, Allegiant is also increasing to 2 weekly flights to Orlando. Enjoy the Disney theme parks, Legoland, Universal Studios, SeaWorld, and the Kennedy Space Center. Flying comfort from your Laredo International Airport. Visit Allegiant.com for details and specials.
There's a reason why Popeyes creates some of the best tasting chicken in the world. We were born in New Orleans, Louisiana, the land of good fun and great cooking. Spicy flavor is a way of life in New Orleans, and everything we make reflects it. From our Popeyes bona fide chicken and handcrafted tenders to our home-style mashed potatoes with Cajun gravy and our soft buttery biscuits, everything we make is made with care and served up fresh. Only at Popeyes.
Laredo Sports Medicine Clinic, the official team doctors of your Laredo Lemurs. Now with 2 convenient locations to better serve you. Our north location is located at 9652 McPherson Road, Suite 12. Our south location is located at 5102 State Highway 359. Laredo Sports Medicine offers an array of services from physical therapy to our newest service, orthopedic surgery. Laredo Sports Medicine Clinic is changing orthopedic care one athlete at a time. Visit our website at laredosportsmed.com for more information.
Breakfast speaks for itself here at Whataburger. It's going to be hot, it's going to be fresh.
It's almost like when you were a kid and you wake up in the morning, you can smell mom cooking breakfast.
I like their hash browns.
My favorite is the honey butter chicken biscuit. I like the taquitos.
We have some fresh cracked eggs here.
I like these pancakes because they're fluffy.
I really like the fact that you can get into Whataburger real fast and bring it on the go.
We're cooking breakfast for you at Whataburger.
All Texas fans, welcome to the plate on shortstop number 5, Noah Perrio.
All right, so Noah Perrio is going to lead it off for the Sioux City Explorers. It'll be Perrio, Court, and Mendoza coming up to the plate. Staying in the ballgame for the Laredo Lemurs on the mound is Ryan Beckman. So we're going to the bottom of the 5th inning. Lemurs up 6-4. 4 runs on 7 hits and no errors tonight for Sioux City. 6 runs, 4 hits, and 1 error tonight for the Laredo Lemurs. And Beckman throws. That one is in tight a little bit. Might have been a little bit high as well. Noah Perrio back in the 1st inning. He drove in the 1st run of the game. He brought home Matty Johnson on a single. Johnson at the time was at 3rd base. So 1 ball and no strikes to Noah Perrio. Here's the pitch. Swung on a ground ball over to the first baseman. Danker will glove it. He'll turn and throw it over to Beckman. Beckman gets to the bag first, touches it, and that'll be the first out in the inning. Not an easy play for either player. Beckman had a long way to go to get to the bag at first. Danker had a long way to go even to get to that baseball, but he was able to do so. Somehow, Danker was able to turn and throw over to first base to get the out. So nice play there for the Laredo Lemurs, and quickly one down. Ryan Court's going to be the next batter. So Court slowly into the batter's box, trying to adjust his arm guard down there. Court wearing those red long sleeves underneath his black jersey. Here's the pitch. That is inside for a ball out of the hand to Ryan Beckman. So Beckman started throwing in the second inning for the Lemurs. He's been in ever since. Lemurs gonna try to get as much out of him as they possibly can. 1 ball and no strikes. And Beckman will bring it home. That one is slung up there and it misses high. 2 balls and no strikes to Court. Court walked back in the third inning, flew out to Bryant Field back in the first. So Court tightens up that batting glove as his bat falls to the ground. He's right back in though. He's swinging an ash-colored bat tonight with a lot of pine tar on it. He's got a lot of the sticky stuff there. Here's the pitch. That one glides across the outside corner for a strike right at the knees. So 2 balls and 1 strike. Lemurs up by 2 runs. It's a 6-4 ball game. In the early going, it was all Sioux City. There in the 4th inning, it was all Laredo. And the 2-1 pitch. That one swung on and grounded over to the shortstop. Burnell charging the ball. He has it before he hits the lip of the grass. He'll make the throw, and it's in time to get the out. Burnell charging hard, throwing with a little hop and a sling over to first base, and he was able to get the runner going. Tommy Mendonça is the next batter. Mendonça having a nice day. He's 2 for 2 with a run scored. He has a single and a double. So Mendonça coming up to a rocking song. That was his walk-up song there. I think it was Andrew WK, if I remember properly. A fly ball off the bat of Mendonça, and it goes into foul territory. No balls and a strike. I think the song is called Party Hard. I haven't heard that one in a long time. Might be wrong on the name, but it's Andrew W. something. And the pitch swung and a ground ball over to the second baseman. Nieves goes down to a knee. He'll flip it over to first base. It'll be in time to get the out. The Lemurs retire the side in order. We're through 5 here in Sioux City. The Lemurs are up 6-4. You're listening to Laredo Lemurs Baseball.
Hey, Lemurs fans, every Thursday night at Uni-Trade Stadium is a Thirsty Thursday. Come on out and enjoy cold Miller Lite draft beers for only $1. That's right, beer for $1. You can get tickets online at LaredoLemurs.com or by phone at 956-7-LEMURS. I'll see you at the ball.
Falcon Bank and the Laredo Lemurs are a winning combination. At Falcon, they know what counts. Personalized service, attention to detail, and genuine commitment to helping customers achieve their dreams. Falcon Bank, guided by faith, grounded by family, and committed to you.
Need a little spark in your life? Then come on out to Uni-Trade Stadium for Friday night fireworks. Tickets start as low as $5, and you'll get to see great baseball and great fireworks all in one night. To get tickets, call 956-7-LEMURS or go online at LaredoLemurs.com. I'll see you at the ballpark.
Uni-Trade continues to provide solutions in foreign trade through a highly satisfactory customs brokerage service. Uni-Trade has quality trained personnel devoted to the highest level of customer service. For all your transportation, distribution, and consolidation needs, it's Uni-Trade. Chavarrias Plumbing's the #1 choice for any plumbing problem. Chavarrias is a full-service company with up-to-date technology trained professionals. With over 30 years of service to the community, Chavarrias is still growing strong. Visit chavarriasplumbing.com. And go Lemurs!
For all of your vehicle collision repair and paint needs, there's only one place to turn, Mike's Paint Place. Mike's Paint Place has computerized color matching and digital imaging. They also do full frame and suspension repairs. Stop by and see Mike's Paint Place today at 6410 Polaris Drive in Laredo.
South Texas families never strike out with Driscoll Health Plan. Catch the value-added services we pitch to our Medicaid members. Enjoy a free membership to specific boys and girls clubs. Receive gift cards for completing Texas healthcare checkups. Restrictions and limitations may apply. Visit us at DriscollHealthPlan.com.
Catcher, number 24, Phil Cole.
All right, Phil Pohl to lead things off for the Laredo Lemurs as we go to the top of the 6th inning. It's 6-4 Laredo. So Pohl looking down at the third base coach, Gibe Velacuellar for the Laredo Lemurs, seeing if there's any signs on right out of the box for Laredo. Thanks for joining us tonight here as we sit up in Sioux City. The Lemurs appreciate your support. The pitch, a fastball low. Rob Wart staying in the ball game. So both of the pitchers doing some long stuff here today. Ryan Beckman throwing a couple of innings for the Laredo Lemurs. He's now working into his 4th, or actually just got done with his 4th as the pitch goes over the plate for a strike to Phil Pohl. So Beckman is throwing in 4 innings. We might see the end of the rope for him. Actually, nobody warming up right now for Laredo, so he might just go ahead and stay in there. And the pitch, swung and missed. Don't forget tomorrow's game, a 5:05 start. Yes, 5:05. And we'll go ahead and tweet that out for you during the day so you know. So make sure you follow the Lemurs on Twitter. The 1-2 pitch is a slider outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Phil Pohl officially 0 for 2, but he has scored a run tonight for Laredo. And here's the pitch from Wart. That one swung and grounded foul up the third base line. Phil Pohl will check his bat real quick as he bangs it on the ground to make sure it's not cracked. He wants to make sure he can use that one again. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Last thing a player wants to do is get sawed off down there. He does not like to lose his bat. Here's the 2-2 pitch. It's high. 3 balls and 2 strikes. That was a fastball there from Rob Wart. So that's going to run the count full. So Wart going to be looking to come across the plate here. Phil Pohl's going to be ready to rock and roll. Here's the pitch. Ooh, and that one's inside. It hits Pohl. We don't want to be hit on a 3-2 count. That's never fun. Phil Pohl gets hit a lot, but he also stands very close to the plate. So he takes one in the side, and there'll be a runner at first base for the Laredo Lemurs. And that'll bring up Drew Martinez, who doubled and drove in 2 runs, and actually 3 runs came in to score there in the 4th inning. So Martinez reached on a double and went to third base on an error by the left fielder. He ended up colliding with the third baseman at third base, Tommy Mendonça, when he tried to slide in there. The ball got away from Mendonça, and Drew Martinez came up a little bit groggy. He seems to be okay. He's still in the ball game. A runner at first for Laredo and nobody down. The third baseman way in, and Martinez slaps the ball, but he fouls it off. And Tommy Mendonça playing well in front of the bag over there at third base. He's probably 5 feet in front of it right now, maybe even more. As the ball started to come into Martinez on the last pitch, he kept walking down the line. So Martinez probably thinking, well, let me slap this one by the third baseman. And the pitch. Whoa, and somehow the catcher gets crossed up, and that's going to send Phil Pohl up to second base. That ball literally hit the mitt, I believe, of the catcher, maybe hit him in the chest protector, but he just flat out missed it. And usually that means he was expecting one pitch and he got another. And it is indeed going to be a pass ball. So a runner at second base for the Laredo Lemurs. It's 6-4 Laredo, and now they have another runner at second, so they have a chance to bring in a run with nobody out. Here's the pitch. Martinez showed bunt that time, but pulls back, and now it's going to be a 2-1 count to Drew. It's odd that a catcher would get crossed up with nobody at second base. Usually that happens when they're throwing down different signs that the guys aren't used to because there's a guy at second base and they start flipping around the signs on him. And that's usually when you see a catcher crossed up, but he was flat out crossed up there with a runner at first. Here's the 2-1, bunt shown again by Martinez. This time he goes after it and fouls it off. Lemurs trying to get Phil Pohl over to third base. That way they have a chance to bring him home with one down on a sacrifice. Ball boy going to come out and refresh home plate umpire Brian Child. We did not see Brian Child behind the plate in the early going of the season, but After about the halfway point of this season, we saw him 2 or 3 times down the stretch with his umpiring crew. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now Martinez is going to call timeout and step out of the batter's box.
Everybody clap your hands.
2 balls and 2 strikes. And the pitch by Ward, a breaking ball, stays high. That's going to run the count full. 3-2 now. On deck for the Lemurs is Juan Silverio. So a big pitch coming up here to Drew Martinez. Phil Pohl was hit by a pitch, and that's how he got on. It was a 3-2 count at the time. And the pitch. Swung and a fly ball down the left field line, foul. That's going to get into the bullpen barbecue deck. Down the left field line. Oh, actually it fell into the bullpen. They have a nice little party deck called the bullpen barbecue deck down the left field line. Got a bunch of bar tables down there where people can sit and watch the ball game. Nice place to hang out. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And here's the pitch from Wart. That one swung on, and another foul ball off the bat of Martinez. So he's hanging tight up there, fouling some pitches off. Bullpen action for the Sioux City Explorers right now. The Lemurs do not have anybody up and throwing. I thought Ryan Beckman might be at the end of the line after 4 innings, but looks like they're going to let him go. He hasn't pitched in a few days here for Laredo. It's been 4 days since he's taken the mound, so he's got plenty of arm in there. Of course, he is a relief pitcher and may be needed tomorrow. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. Swung and a pop-up foul. But at this point, it's anything goes for the Lemurs bullpen and the starting rotation and guys down in the dugout. You know, you're in the championship, even though there is a tomorrow, you're running out of games real fast. So you got to pull all the stops out and use players wherever you need to. You know, during the regular season, you get into a rhythm of who's going to come in and when they're going to come into a ball game. But here in the playoffs, it's anyone at any time. Another 3-2 pitch coming up to Martinez. Runner at second base and nobody out. The pitch. Swung and a little dribbler out in front of home plate. Martinez is hustling down there. Wart throws it. It's over to first base. It's a little offline. Tassoni grabs it though, and that'll create the first out. So Martinez grounds out to the first baseman. That's the first out, and Juan Silverio will be the batter.
Third base number 32, Juan Silverio.
Silverio 0 for 2 on the day. When he grounded out, though, back in the 4th inning, actually it was on a wild pitch. Drew Martinez ended up coming to score while Silverio was at the plate. So still a runner at second and 1 down. Phil Pohl did not move on the play. And the pitch, and that one swung on and fouled away. Silverio with a very late swing there, fouling the ball off, and that one gets out to the parking lot up and over the Lemurs clubhouse area. So no balls and a strike. Phil Pohl takes his lead from second base. He looks around, making sure no one's sneaking in behind him. And the 0-1 pitch. Swung and a ground ball. One hopped right back to the pitcher. Now Phil Pohl's caught up between short and there's between second and short, second and third. Geez, spit it out. As Wart runs him down and tags him out. So Phil Pohl's out, 1 unassisted. That's the second out of the inning. Silverio takes first base on the fielder's choice, and a good play there by Rob Wart. He immediately got the ball, turned and looked right at Phil Pohl. Phil Pohl had taken a couple of steps off the bag, and he knew he was in deep trouble. So he really had nowhere to go. He had to see exactly where Rob Wart was going to go with the baseball, and Wart just ran right at him and tagged him. So 2 down, Lemurs up 6-4. Roger Burnell up at the plate. So a runner at first base for Laredo. Here's the pitch, and it's a pitch that misses high. So 1-0 to Burnell. Burnell walked in his last at bat in the 4th inning, struck out back in the 3rd. Silverio with a conservative lead from first base, and the pitch is inside. 2 balls and no strikes. Rob Ward, a right-handed pitcher, stands up there on the mound, getting ready to throw his next pitch. And the delivery is inside. Roger Burnell thought about swinging at that one, but at the last moment decided against it. Pretty nice call by him. The ball was inside. Here's the 3-0, and that one is high and tight. So that's going to be ball 4, so Burnell takes a walk. And here comes Steve Montgomery out of the dugout. That will probably do it for Rob Ward, I would think. Let's see what Montgomery does. Yeah, he's going to go and get a new pitcher in, so we'll take a timeout, come back and tell you about him. You're listening to Laredo Lemurs Baseball. Lemurs are up. Got to get my head on straight today. Long bus ride up here, folks. I'm a little damaged from the ride. 6'4" Lemurs.
Tokyo Garden of Laredo is located at 2515 East Del Mar Boulevard, and they serve the best sushi in town. Stop by Tokyo Garden for a quick lunch or a fancy dinner. Either way, you're going to enjoy our fine cuisine. Did you just get off work? Then come on by and check out our happy hour specials. Tokyo Garden, where you'll find the best sushi in Laredo.
Core Business Solutions is a proud sponsor of Lemurs Baseball. Core Business Solutions services the 17 southernmost counties of Texas, as well as areas of northern Mexico. They offer a wide range of high-tech solutions for businesses and organizations. Make Core Business Solutions your solution today.
Right now, when you sign up for a Gold's Gym membership, you'll get tons of extras completely free. Confidence, free. Compliments from your coworkers, free. And the desire to wear tiny bathing suits, you guessed it, free. You'll be stronger with extras, and you'll be stronger with Gold's Gym. Know your own strength. Tiny bathing suit not included.
Pro Mega Signs of Laredo is there for all of your printing and signage needs. We can be found at 1615 Jackman Road in Laredo, or you can reach us by phone at 956-723-2110. Again, that's 956-723-2110. If you need a sign, big or small, come to Pro Mega Signs of Laredo, where your print job is just around the corner.
Welcome to Whataburger. Today we're cooking the sweet and spicy bacon burger.
Wow, it's beautiful.
2 beef patties, American cheese, Monterey Jack cheese, bacon, grilled onions, the sweet and spicy pepper sauce.
Sweet in the front and then the spicy in the back. I like it. I like it a lot.
So it's like a perfect balance, and then that bacon right there, it adds crunchiness.
I'll get back in line and get another one, I'll tell you that much.
Sweet spicy bacon burger. Come down to Whataburger. It's only here for a limited time.
All right, so back up to the top of the order. Ty Morrison coming up for the 4th time tonight. He did walk once, so he's officially 1 for 2 with a run scored. Runners at first and second base and 2 down, and taking over on the mound for Sioux City is Jeff Marquez. Marquez out of Dixon, California. He went to Sacramento City Junior College. Here's the pitch, a fastball up and away. We've seen Marquez in all 3 games so far in this series. He pitched in an inning in the first game, an inning in the second game. And he has 3 strikeouts between the 2 innings, between the 2 innings. He has faced a total of 6 batters. Marquez delivers, and that one is swung and fouled back into the screen. So he has not given up a run or a hit to any of the Lemurs. He did not pitch in the St. Paul series. In fact, last time he pitched before that was against the Lemurs back on September 7th on the very last day of the season. That was down in Laredo. Yeah, the Lemurs faced off against this club, the Sioux City Explorers, on the 5th, 6th, and 7th of September to finish off the year. Lemurs actually clinched their wild card against this club on the 6th. The 1-1 pitch. Misses low. 2 balls and a strike. Marquez, a former major leaguer. Pitched in 4 games in the big leagues, all in relief. Runners at first and second base for the Laredo Lemurs. Marquez toes the rubber, looks in and gets the sign. And he'll take a look back at Silverio. The pitch is outside for a ball. So now it's 3 balls and a strike to Morrison. So now Marquez has got to come in. Unless you're going to walk the bases loaded with Abel Nieves coming up to the plate. That's not a good idea. Nieves is one of those guys that puts the ball in play. And Always has a chance to get on base. So Marquez throws, and that one swung on and hit high in the air over to the left side, and that's going to go ahead and get back out of play, though. So a lucky fan will grab that one. Yeah, so Marquez with a total of 4 big league games in his career. He pitched 1 game with the Chicago White Sox back in 2010. He pitched in 3 games with the New York Yankees back in 2011. It's kind of odd there, only a brief stint in the majors. So he pitched a total of 4 games. And he threw in a total of 5 innings. Gave up 7 hits and 3 runs over that time. The runners go. The pitch is called. Strike 3. A breaking ball from Marquez. And Ty Morrison is frozen at the plate. That'll do it for Laredo here in the top of the 6th inning. We will head to the bottom of the 6th. The Lemurs are up 6-4. You're listening to Laredo Lemurs Baseball on KLAR Radio, 1300 AM.
Chavarria's Plumbing's the #1 choice for any plumbing problem. Chavarria's is a full-service company with up-to-date technology, trained professionals. With over 30 years of service to the community, Chavarria's is still growing strong. Visit chavarriasplumbing.com and go Lemurs!
For all of your vehicle collision repair and paint needs, there's only one place to turn, Mike's Paint Place. Mike's Paint Place has computerized color matching and digital imaging. They also do full frame and suspension repairs. Stop by and see Mike's Paint Place today at 6410 Polaris Drive in Laredo.
South Texas families never strike out with Driscoll Health Plan. Catch the value-added services we pitch to our Medicaid members. Enjoy a free membership to specific boys and girls clubs. Receive gift cards for completing Texas healthcare checkups. Restrictions and limitations may apply. Visit us at DriscollHealthPlan.com. Tokyo Garden of Laredo is located at 2515 East Del Mar Boulevard, and they serve the best sushi in town. Stop by Tokyo Garden for a quick lunch or a fancy dinner. Either way, you're going to enjoy our fine cuisine. Did you just get off work? Then come on by and check out our happy hour specials. Tokyo Garden, where you'll find the best sushi in Laredo.
Core Business Solutions is a proud sponsor of Lemurs Baseball. Core Business Solutions services the 17 southernmost counties of Texas, as well as areas of northern Mexico. They offer a wide range of high-tech solutions for businesses and organizations. Make Core Business Solutions your solution today.
Right now, when you sign up for a Gold's Gym membership, you'll get tons of extras completely free. Confidence, free. Compliments from your coworkers, free. And the desire to wear tiny bathing suits, you guessed it, free. You'll be stronger with extras, and you'll be stronger with Gold's Gym. Know your own strength. Tiny bathing suit not included.
All right, it's going to be 8, 9, and 1 coming up to the plate for Sioux City. Matt Coach, Brent Keys, and Matty Johnson will be coming up to the plate. Lemurs up 6-4 as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Ryan Beckman staying on the mound for the Lemurs. He has thrown 4 scoreless innings out of the bullpen for Laredo. Looking to make it number 5 here. And here is Matt Coach at the plate. And the first pitch to him is way inside, so Coach dodges that one. Beckman gets another sign from Phil Pohl. He's ready to go. Here comes the 1-2 delivery. Excuse me, the 1-0 delivery. That one swung on and grounded up to the third baseman. Silverio with the backhand. He'll take a few shuffle steps, throw over to first base, and it's going to be in time to get Coach out. One down, and Brent Keys is the next batter. So the number 9 hitter coming up to the plate. Keys on the day. He picked up a single, scored a run, and drove in a run there in the 2nd inning. So you go all the way back to the 1st inning. That's when the Sioux City Explorers got on the board. They jumped out to that 1-0 lead with Matty Johnson coming in to score after he walked to lead off the game. And then in the 2nd inning, 3 runs came in to score for Sioux City. And the Lemurs ended up going down in order for the first 3 innings. So they went down in order in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. So it was 9 straight retired by John Straka. And then the Lemurs pounced on him for 6 runs there in the 4th inning. It was 6 runs on 4 hits. The first pitch to Brent Keys misses. That's 1 ball and no strikes. He missed a little bit low. So here comes the 1-0 pitch from Ryan Beckman. That one swung on, hit high in the air into shallow left field. Burnell going out, still going out. He will get to the baseball and make the catch. So 2 down in the inning. And the top of the order coming up, Matty Johnson. Well, this guy is not going to go away quite as easily as the last 2. Matty Johnson has walked today. He's reached on an error and has picked up a double. That was back in the 4th inning when he doubled. So the Sioux City Explorers turn over the lineup here, and Ryan Beckman going to try to set the side down in order. He set the side down in order in the 5th inning. In fact, as he's gone throughout, he has thrown to less and less batters in each inning. Here comes the pitch. Bunt shown there and pulled back by Matty Johnson. So in the 3rd inning, Beckman faced a total of 5 guys. In the 4th inning, he faced 4 guys. And in the 5th inning, he faced 3. Well, you can't get any less than 3 guys. You got to face at least that many. And the 1-0 delivery. That is on the outside corner for a strike there by Beckman. A changeup. 1 ball and 1 strike. Lemurs up 6-4. Bottom of the 6th inning. And now there's bullpen action for Laredo. Kind of hard to tell exactly who's up and throwing right now for the Lemurs. It is a right-handed pitcher. But I really can't tell other than that. 1 ball and 1 strike. It's a little dark down there. The pitch. That's another strike. That's another changeup in there for Beckman. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Well, the crowd didn't like it too much. Matty Johnson doesn't like it either, but it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. So the Lemurs a strike away from getting back into the dugout. Here's the pitch. That is called strike 3. Johnson goes down looking. And the Explorers go down in order here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Matty Johnson left standing there like a statue. We are going to head to the top of the 7th inning. Ryan Beckman has been beautiful here today for the Laredo Lemurs. Lemurs up 6-4. You're listening to Laredo Lemurs Baseball on KLAR Radio.
Welcome to Whataburger. Today we're cooking the sweet and spicy bacon burger.
Wow, it's beautiful.
2 beef patties, American cheese, Monterey Jack cheese, bacon, grilled onions, the sweet and spicy pepper sauce.
Sweet in the front and then the spicy in the back. I like it. I like it a lot.
So it's like a perfect balance, and then that bacon right there, it adds crunchiness.
I'll get back in line and get another one, I'll tell you that much.
Sweet spicy bacon burger. Come down to Whataburger. It's only here for a limited time.
In over 40 years, nobody's helped more families achieve the American dream of home ownership than Armadillo. In fact, Armadillo Homes has built more homes than all other builders combined. And there are reasons for this: integrity, responsibility, service, and of course, quality. So if you're thinking about making the greatest investment in your life, think of the one builder who's dedicated its entire life to helping the Laredo family. Think Armadillo Homes, armadillohomes.com. Go Lemurs.
We all know we can accomplish more when we're ready. That's why I've chosen Texas A&M International University. I want a 4-year degree and the opportunities that it brings. TAMU has welcomed me and more than 7,000 students from around the world. TAMU empowers me to greatness, ignites my mind, and propels me to my future and my impact. Imagine the possibilities when you're powered by TAMU.
Register now for summer and fall. Visit tamu.edu and get powered.
Since Extending Technologies opened for business in 1998, they have worked to establish solid relationships with their clients. They are set to maintain the highest standards of service and integrity and to perform work of only the highest quality, achieving client satisfaction on every project. They have attained these goals through a tradition of care and professional pride. They serve a wide range of corporations and small business franchises. Extending Technologies has the tools and expertise for any technical need that your business may have. Call us here in Laredo at 725-2654. That's 725-2654 for Ascending Technology.
All right, Jeff Marquez delivers, and that one swung on and hit on a line off the bat of Abel Nieves right to the center fielder, Matty Johnson. He'll glide back and make the catch. So Nieves hits it well on the first pitch, but it's an out to center field. So that'll bring up Kevin Taylor. We go to the 7th inning. Lemurs up 6-4 here from Sioux City. We're at Lewis and Clark Park. Lemurs with 4 hits on the day, but they are in the lead 6-4. So here's Taylor. Taylor 0 for 3 on the day. The pitch. That one hits the inside corner for a strike out of the hand of Jeff Marquez. Told you in the last half inning when Marquez was out there, he pitched for the Yankees and for the Chicago White Sox for a short time. Here's the 0-1 delivery. That one is in there for a strike as well on the inside corner right at the letters. Another fastball. Throughout his time in minor league baseball, Marquez spent a lot of time in the Yankees organization. And the 0-2. Called strike 3. A breaking ball there. Curve fell right over the plate. So Marquez is magical here in the 7th inning so far. And Dennis Phipps coming up to the plate. Yeah, so Marquez pitched for the Staten Island Yankees. He also pitched in Charleston for the River Dogs. Spent some time in Hawaii pitching professionally. As a curveball comes in there for a strike to Dennis Phipps. Phipps got out of the way, but it went over the plate. Yeah, back when Hawaii had a baseball team, the Hawaii Winter League. Didn't know they had baseball back then. Next pitch is up and in to Phipps. He gets out of the way. He played for West Oahu, the Cane Fires. That's pretty cool. Don't see too many of that around. The Cane Fires, the 1-1 pitch. Swung in a fly ball to left, and Phipps hit it well, but it's going to be well foul. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Dennis. The Lemurs are up 6-4. Travis Danker on deck for Laredo. Now Phipps steps out of the batter's box. And Marquez also pitched for the Tampa Yankees. He pitched in Trenton. The pitch. Breaking ball away, and that one fell out of the strike zone. The fans here thought they had strike 3 on Phipps. Now you might see another breaking ball coming up. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Marquez with a nasty curve there. Here it comes, and that one is a swing and a miss. Strike 3. Another breaking ball, and Phipps goes down swinging. It's 3 up and 3 down for the Lemurs in the 7th. We're going to go to the bottom of the 7th inning. It's time to stretch, folks. Lemurs up 6-4. You're listening to Laredo Lemurs Baseball.
Todos sabemos que podemos lograr más cuando estamos listos. Por eso, decidí matricularme en Texas A&M International University. Quiero un título universitario y las oportunidades que me brindará. TAMIU me ha recibido a mí y a 7,000 estudiantes de todo el mundo. TAMIU me impulsa a ser grande, enciende mi mente y hace mi corazón latir. Imagina las posibilidades cuando eres impulsado por TAMIU.
Inscríbete ahora para verano y otoño. Visita tamiu.edu y sé impulsado.
Capital Care EMS, located at 1510 Calle Norte, Suite number 11, invites you to experience a new standard in medical transportation, servicing Laredo and all surrounding areas. Capital Care EMS provides transports to wound care treatments, HBO treatments, dialysis treatments, doctor's appointments, radiation treatments, chemotherapy treatments, and many more. From emergency medical transport to x-rays and lab work, our state-certified EMTs and paramedics are readily available 24 hours a day when you need them most. Capital Care EMS accepts most major medical insurances, including Medicare, Medicaid, Blue Cross Blue Shield, Aetna, and many more. Capital Care EMS is locally owned and operated. Call now for your free consultation. 956-712-8911. That's 956-712-8911. Capital Care EMS, creating a new standard in medical transportation. Capital Care EMS, the official ambulance of your Laredo Lemurs.
Hey, ¿tienes algo que celebrar? ¿Que le salió el primer diente a tu hijo? ¿Que tu abuelita aprendió a tuitear? ¿Que cambiaste tu cheque? La respuesta es la misma. Pues un carnesazo. No importa lo que estés celebrando, lo que importa es que lo celebres. Pues con un carnesazo de H-E-B. En H-E-B encuentras gran variedad de cortes a precios bajos y de buena calidad. Carnesazo. Carne asada con ganas, solo en H-E-B.
All right, Ryan Beckman going to go out there again. Just when you think he's all done, he's going to pitch another half inning here for the Laredo Lemurs. At least he's going to start out pitching for Laredo here in this inning. As long as he stays good, I'm sure manager Pete Galileo will let him go. So Lang, Tassoni, and Kelgard coming up to the plate. Here's Lang and the pitch. Fastball swung on and missed. Well, the sidearm of Ryan Beckman still hanging in there. Lemurs up 6-4. Yeah, give the Lemurs a lead, turn it over to the bullpen, and see what happens. That's been the formula here in the playoffs. And the 0-1 pitch. Change up there and swung and missed. So Michael Lang, his middle name is Del Vecchio. Michael Del Vecchio Lang up at the plate. I like that name. No balls and 2 strikes. He went to Rutgers, the State University of New Jersey. That's in New Brunswick, New Jersey. That's where he played his college baseball, and he's been around independent ball and a short time with affiliated ball. The 0-2 pitch is in tight. Did that hit him? He checked his swing. It did not go around. And I guess it did not hit him. No balls and 2 strikes. The way he collapsed, I thought the ball might have hit him on the inner thigh. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. Yeah, Michael Lang started off with Sioux City back in 2012, then spent some time with the Arizona Diamondbacks. He hits a slow ground ball back up to Beckman. Beckman will fire it over to first base and get the out. 1-3 is the put out. There's 1 down, and Renee Tassoni coming up to the plate. Yeah, Michael Lang played for the Yakima Bears. They are no longer around. They are now the Hillsboro Hops, and he also played for the South Bend Aviators. Actually, South Bend Silverhawks, excuse me. It's the Coastal Bend Aviators. So new baseballs being put into play as Tassoni coming up to the plate. Renee Tassoni 0 for 3 in the ball game. He flew out to right, struck out in the second, and then grounded out in the 4th inning. Lemurs up 6-4. Yeah, no bullpen action right now for Laredo. The pitch. A strike to start things off. That one hits the outside corner. Yeah, the Lemurs did get somebody up and thrown there for a brief time and sat him back down again. Here's the pitch. Swung on and a high pop-up center field. Martinez coming in. He's trying to get a better read on this one. He's finally got it. He'll camp out there and make the catch. 2 down, and Brock Kilgard will be the next batter. So here comes the big man, Brock Kilgard. Kilgard 1 for 2. He was also hit by a pitch. So he was hit by a pitch in the first, singled and drove in a run in the second, and struck out swinging in the 4th, and he did Kilgard. Lemurs up by 2 runs here in the bottom of the 7th inning. The winner of this game will take a 2-1 lead in the American Association Championship Series. Here's the pitch. And a changeup's called a strike. No balls and 1 strike. Beckman shaking out his hand with the baseball in it as he steps back up on top of the mound. Beckman works from the extreme first base side of the rubber. His foot barely touches the rubber at all. Here comes the 0-1. That one is a slider low and outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Noah Perio is on deck for Sioux City. No one has scored a run since the 4th inning. That's when the Lemurs put up their 6. Sioux City has not been on the board since the 2nd inning. And Beckman will fire away on the 1-1 pitch. That one swung and a double hopper over to the shortstop. Burnell has it. He'll fire over to first base, and it's going to be in time. Another 1-2-3 inning turned in by Ryan Beckman. And Beckman has set down 12 straight batters. An absolute amazing feat by him here today after sitting on the sidelines for 4 games. He comes out here today, actually says 4 days. He only missed a couple of games, but it's been 4 days since he hasn't pitched. And he comes out here and fires away for the Lemurs, and he has done a tremendous job. We are going to head to the top of the 8th inning. The Lemurs are up 6-4. You're listening to KLAR Radio and Laredo Lemurs Baseball.
Core Business Solutions is a proud sponsor of Lemurs Baseball. Core Business Solutions services the 17 southernmost counties of Texas, as well as areas of northern Mexico. They offer a wide range of high-tech solutions for businesses and organizations. Make Core Business Solutions your solution today.
Right now, when you sign up for a Gold's Gym membership, you'll get tons of extras completely free. Confidence, free. Compliments from your coworkers, free. And the desire to wear tiny bathing suits, you guessed it, free. You'll be stronger with extras, and you'll be stronger with Gold's Gym. Know your own strength. Tiny bathing suit not included.
Pro Mega Signs of Laredo is there for all of your printing and signage needs. We can be found at 1615 Jackman Road in Laredo, or you can reach us by phone at 956-723-2110. Again, that's 956-723-2110. If you need a sign, big or small, come to Pro Mega Signs of Laredo, where your print job is just around the corner.
Welcome to Whataburger. Today we're cooking the sweet and spicy bacon burger.
Wow. Beautiful.
2 beef patties, American cheese, Monterey Jack cheese, bacon, grilled onions, the sweet and spicy pepper sauce.
Sweet in the front and then the spicy in the back. I like it. I like it a lot.
Just like a perfect balance, and then that bacon right there, it adds crunchiness.
I'll get back in line and get another one, I'll tell you that much.
Sweet spicy bacon burger. Come down to Whataburger. It's only here for a limited time.
All right, Travis Dinker's going to lead it off for the Laredo Lemurs as we go to the bottom of the the top of the 8th inning. We're through 7 innings here in Sioux City. It's 6-4 in favor of Laredo, and Jeff Marquez staying in the ball game. So he'll try to pitch through another inning for his club. And the Lemurs are going to try to get to him, but Marquez has thrown some nasty stuff. A fastball right there, right down the middle, just underneath the letters to Travis Dinker. Marquez has seemed to have a fastball, a curveball, and a slider that's been working for him so far. Here's the 0-1, and there's the curveball swung on and grounded foul. So Dinker was on top of it. It's a pretty hard curveball there, thrown up by Marquez. So Dinker's going to take a little walk around home plate. The home plate umpire, Brian Child, asking for a few more baseballs from the ball boy. Yeah, still looking down into the Lemurs bullpen, and I don't see anybody getting up. Here's the 0-2 pitch, fastball away. So Marquez slung that one up there, and it missed. 1 ball and 2 strikes, of course, with an 0-2 count. He probably wasn't going to try to come across the plate. He probably missed his mark by a little bit. He didn't want to miss that far. The 1-2, and that one is low and inside. He had another one to burn there as he comes low and in after missing high and away to Dinker. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. And Marquez working out of the full windup. He kicks high, he throws home, and it's a curveball swung on off the end of the bat over the second baseman. Bobbling just a little bit is Ryan Court, and it actually gets right between his legs. Court actually went down to a knee, it hit off the tip of his mitt and goes between his legs and right behind him. So Dinker will reach on an error. And that is unusual. Ryan Court, a very good-handed second baseman for Sioux City, just flat out makes an error there. So here's Phil Pohl coming up to the plate for the Lemurs. So the door is slightly open now for the Laredo Lemurs. So Dinker will step off his lead over at first base. Not a huge threat to go as Dinker. And the pitch, bunt shown and bunted at. Pretty hard bunt there. No one around first base, but now the second baseman Court gets there and Phil Pohl's going to be out. Well, for a moment there, I thought there might be an open door for Phil Pohl to go ahead and reach the bag, but the second baseman, Ryan Court, did hustle to get over there. So Dinker moves up to second on the sacrifice. And it goes 3-4 on the putout with 1 down in the inning. Drew Martinez will be the next batter.
Center field, number 4, Drew Martinez.
So Martinez having a big day. He's got that big double that came back in the 4th inning. It cleared off the bases. He got 2 RBIs for his efforts, but another run came in to score as well because there was an error during the play. So Martinez did not get credited with the triple with the bases loaded. But that big hit is looming large right now for the Lemurs. He sees a curveball come in, and that's in there for a strike. No balls and a strike to Drew. Otherwise, Drew is 1 for 3 on the day. He flew out to right field and grounded back out to the pitcher earlier. Here's the 0-1, a fastball swung on and missed. Actually, that might have been a changeup. Just another reminder for you, tomorrow's game is at 5:05. 5:05 for the game time tomorrow. Join us early. It's a Sunday here in Sioux City. I think it's going to be a Sunday where you're at as well, but you might want to check your calendar. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3, a curveball there. So 2 down in the inning, a runner at second base. Juan Silverio coming up to the plate.
Third base, number 32, Juan Silverio.
So Silverio from the right side of the batter's box. He's 0 for 3 on the day. Roger Burnell is on deck for the Laredo Lemurs. Lemurs up by 2 runs. We're in the top of the 8th inning. And the pitch. Well, that one's way outside, but backhanded nicely by Matt Coach. Somehow Matt Coach was able to get a glove on that one. Looked like a hockey goalie down there saving that one. So Marquez puts his foot right in the middle of the rubber as he peers in and gets the sign from Coach. And the 1-0 pitch, a curveball. Wow, a big breaking bender there, and that's over the plate for a strike. That one hits the outside corner. 1 ball and 1 strike to Juan Silverio. And stepping off the back of the rubber is Marquez. Marquez stepped off kind of quickly there. I don't know why he was stepping off. I don't think he was too worried about Travis Danker. Maybe he just felt uncomfortable up there. 1 ball and 1 strike. And the catcher set him up way inside, and the pitch is swung and grounded over to the second baseman. Court will have this one. He'll field it and throw it over to first base, and it's a 4-3 putout. That's it for the Lemurs in the 8th inning. No runs, no hits, 1 error, 1 left. We will head to the bottom of the 8th. The Lemurs clinging tight to a 6-4 lead. You're listening to Laredo Lemurs Baseball on 1300 AM KLAR.
We all know we can accomplish more when we're ready. That's why I've chosen Texas A&M International University. I want a 4-year degree and the opportunities that it brings. TAMU has welcomed me and more than 7,000 students from around the world. TAMU empowers me to greatness, ignites my mind, and propels me to my future and my impact. Imagine the possibilities when you're powered by TAMU.
Register now for summer and fall. Visit tamu.edu and get powered.
Since Extending Technologies opened for business in 1998, they have worked to establish solid relationships with their clients. They are set to maintain the highest standards of service and integrity and to perform work of only the highest quality, achieving client satisfaction on every project. They have attained these goals through a tradition of care and professional pride. They serve a wide range of corporations and small business franchises. Extending Technologies has the tools and expertise for any technical need that your business may have. Call us here in Laredo at 725-2654. That's 725-2654 for Ascending Technologies.
Todos sabemos que podemos lograr más cuando estamos listos. Por eso, decidí matricularme en Texas A&M International University. Quiero un título universitario y las oportunidades que me brindará. TAMU me ha recibido a mí y a 7,000 estudiantes de todo el mundo. TAMU me impulsa a ser grande, enciende mi mente y hace mi corazón latir. Imagina las posibilidades cuando eres impulsado por TAMU.
Inscríbete ahora para verano y otoño. Visita tamu.edu y sé impulsado.
Looking to travel this summer? If the year-round flights to Las Vegas aren't fit for you, take advantage of Allegiant's direct flights from Laredo International Airport to Orlando. For as low as $119 round trip, you and your family can be in Orlando in 2.5 hours. Fly in comfort from your Laredo International Airport. Visit Allegiant.com for details and specials. All right, Noah Perio is going to lead things off for Sioux City as we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Lemurs up 6-4. So Perio, Court, and Mendonça coming up to the plate. 5, 6, and 7 in the batting order. Ryan Beckman back out there, by the way, in case you wanted to know. And the pitch. A swing and a ground ball foul up the third base side. That goes over by the Sioux City Explorers dugout. Beckman going after another inning here. He has pitched in 6 innings. He has retired, is it 13 straight? 10 straight. 11, 12 straight. Wow. And the 0-1. Swung on a ground ball, hard hit to Juan Silverio at third base. He gets up, spins, throws to first. It's on the money. And that is a putout. 1 down. Coming up to the plate, Ryan Court, now 13 straight retired by Ryan Beckman. When he first came in with runners on. Matty Johnson hit the ball, and it took a wild hop there on Travis Danker at first base. It tipped off Danker's glove, and they called it an error. And a run ended up coming in to score. Here's Ryan Court And the pitch. A fastball on the outer third of the plate for a strike. Then Beckman later on gave up a base hit to Brock Kelgard that scored a run, but after that, the third inning, he gave up a base hit and walked a batter. The next inning, he gave up a double, but retired the side in order after that. Here's the 0-1. Pitch away. That was a slider there by Beckman. One ball and one strike up on the scoreboard. Beckman bent at the waist, holds the ball behind his back as he looks in and gets the sign from Phil Pohl. And the pitch to Court is swung on and tipped foul, I believe, at the plate. And I don't know where that ball went. No, it went over by the on-deck circle where the Lemurs sit. So Brian Child walking out to the pitcher and handing off the baseball. That might have got both guys down there. Might have hit the catcher and the home plate umpire. Brian Child shaking out his left leg, so it definitely got the home plate umpire. I don't know if it got Phil Pohl or not. Well, the umpires, even though they wear gear, you know, they have shin guards underneath their slacks down there. They have a chest protector on underneath that shirt. They have their mask on, of course, and their shoes are very heavy duty. So 1 ball and 2 strikes, but still they can get dinged up from time to time. With all that gear on, you can still get hurt. The ball will find a way. Here's the 1-2. Slider misses inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Ryan Court. Court on the day 0 for 2 with a walk to his credit. He flew out to right field and grounded out to the shortstop back in the 5th inning. We're in the 8th inning. Lemurs are up 6-4. And the 2-2 pitch swung on and hit in the air. Shallow left field. Morrison racing in. He's got it under control as he camps out there and makes the catch off to his left. 2 down in the inning. Tommy Mendonça, the next batter. Mendonça with a single in the 2nd inning. He doubled back in the 3rd and grounded out to the second baseman back in the 5th. So here comes Tommy Mendonça with the rocking walk-up song. I did look it up. It was Andrew WK. I haven't heard a song from Andrew WK since the 90s, I think. I think that's when this song was hot. It's called Party On from Andrew WK. Here's the pitch from Beckman. And that one misses outside. Lemurs up by 2 runs, and Tommy Mendonça, the batter. Matt Coach is on deck. Beckman trying to keep the magic going. He delivers. That one swung on and missed. A change up there. 1 ball and 1 strike. And this is the longest all season long that Beckman has thrown. Remember, Matt Lucen only lasted an inning, and Beckman came in the 2nd inning with nobody out. Here's the 1-1 delivery. That one is outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. So Beckman has taken over. He's thrown 7+ innings now for the Laredo Lemurs. And the 2-1 pitch. Called a strike. That one grazes the inside corner. So make it 2 balls and 2 strikes. I should say 6+ innings that he's thrown for the Lemurs. So he's got 6 under his belt. He's in his 7th inning of work right now. Here comes the 2-2 delivery. Swung and fouled away. So Beckman will get a new baseball and get ready to throw that one. As Mendonça back into the batter's box. Left-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. And Beckman out of the stretch delivers. And it's swung on and missed. A slider. And that is 15 straight, retired now by Ryan Beckman. He has been tremendous for the Laredo Lemurs. We are through 8 innings. The Lemurs are up 6-4. We will head to the 9th. You're listening to Laredo Lemurs Baseball on KLAR Radio.
3, 2, 1. Number one. That's Laredo's #1 Chevy dealer. Family Chevrolet turns the best day ever into the best month ever. 15% off. Not good enough, but 25% off. Now that makes it the best month ever. With over 600 vehicles available, makes it the best pricing ever. 2015 Equinox, 2015 Traverse. Not 15, but 25% off. And the best financing rates for the best month ever. 1.9 interest. Family Chevrolet of Laredo.com. Come see why the deals are always better at Family Chevrolet. Family Chevrolet is the #1 volume Chevy dealer for a reason. Every customer rides during our spring cleaning closeout sale with massive price cuts on 600 Chevys. New 2015 Chevy Cruze. How about 25% off MSRP? Wow, that's huge. Or only $199 a month. New 2015 Malibu for only $269 a month. Or 25% off MSRP plus 2 years free maintenance and a 100,000-mile warranty. It's a spring cleaning closeout sale happening now at the #1 volume Chevy dealer. Come see why the deals are always better at Family Chevrolet.
Right now, you could be working towards an exciting new career in business administration. At Catholic College Laredo, you'll have the chance to gain professional skills and hands-on training. Earning a business degree could open the door to new career opportunities in fields such as accounting, human resources, banking, and marketing. Start on the path to your new career at Kaplan College. Call 800-617-0800. Right now, you could be working towards an exciting new career in business administration. At Kaplan College Laredo, you'll have the chance to gain professional skills and hands-on training. Earning a business degree could open the door to new career opportunities in fields such as accounting, human resources, banking, and marketing. Start on the path to your new career at Kaplan College. Call 800-617-0800.
Kaplan College does not guarantee employment or career advancement. Information about programs at www.kaplancollege.com/consumer-info.
All right, for Laredo, they're going to coming up in the 9th inning. They're up 6-4. Roger Burnell's going to lead it off, followed by Ty Morrison and then Abel Nieves. Jeff Marquez staying on the mound for Sioux City. To the Lemurs up by 2 runs. They need 3 more outs to secure the win. Here's the pitch, a fastball in there for a strike for Marquez. Marquez has pitched pretty nicely since coming into the ball game. He needed to get 1 out in the 6th inning. He did that and has worked the 7th and the 8th as well. The pitch swung and a ground ball over to the right side. Ryan Court's right there. The second baseman will throw it over to first base and get the out. So 1 down, and Ty Morrison, the batter now for the Laredo Lemurs. Morrison with the base hit back in the 4th inning, part of that big rally for the Laredo Lemurs. You know, the Lemurs have had 2 big innings so far in this series. In the last game when they won, they picked up 5 runs in the 2nd inning. Right now, the 6 runs in the 4th are hanging in there for the Laredo Lemurs. Here's the pitch, and that one is low and inside. Lemurs only picked up 2 runs in the 8th inning in the first game of the series against Sioux City. So it's been a big inning that has led the Lemurs so far, and of course the great relief pitching by the Laredo Lemurs. And the pitch to Morrison, he sees that one miss outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Lemurs up by 2 runs at 6-4 Laredo. And the pitch. That's called a strike on the outside part of the plate. 2 balls and 1 strike. That was a breaking pitch of some sort. Had some kind of weird movement to it. So Marquez gets the sign from his catcher, Matt Coach. He hits the full windup and the pitch. Swung on and a fly ball to left, and that's going to get out of play. Look out over there. Ball coming your way. Well, should be another brisk night tomorrow night here at the ballpark. It was a nice day today in Sioux City, that's for sure. I got out and was able to walk along the river that they have here. The Missouri River flows through Sioux City. 2 balls and 2 strikes, and now timeout's called. So I've got to go down. We stay in the downtown area here in Sioux City, which is very nice to be able to do. A lot of restaurant options. Here's the 2-2 pitch, and it misses high. So I'll walk down to the Riverwalk and took a nice little stroll today, especially after our time on the bus yesterday. It was nice to be able to get outside in the sunshine. And the bus ride took roughly 22 hours or so to get up here. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Breaking ball swung on a little broken bat bloop over to the shortstop. Putting that one away is Noah Perio. And Ty Morrison is out. 2 down, and Abel Nieves will be the next batter. And the Laredo Lemurs, in case you don't know, they have the longest bus rides in all of minor league baseball. No other team can sit on a bus longer than this club. The Lemurs' shortest ride is to Grand Prairie, Texas, which is roughly 6.5 hours. And they average about 12 hours per ride. Here's the pitch. That one is inside for a ball, and you know, it's just 11 hours to get to Amarillo. You know, once they start going up to Wichita and Joplin, you're talking 15-hour rides. So the Lemurs happy when they get to see Grand Prairie is the next team to play, just because the ride's going to be short. Here's the pitch, and that is called a strike on the outside part of the plate. A fastball there, 1 ball and 1 strike. Lemurs up 6-4. You know, in case you don't know, the American Association goes as far south as Laredo. Laredo's the southern team in the league. And it goes all the way up north to Winnipeg. Yeah, it goes into Canada. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Curveball misses low. Of course, there's a lot of teams in between. You got Grand Prairie, Amarillo, Kansas City, Kansas, Wichita, Kansas, Sioux Falls, Sioux City, Gary, Indiana, Fargo, North Dakota. I think I got them all in there. Maybe I missed 1 or 2. Joplin, St. Paul. Yeah, St. Paul, Minnesota. I think that's all the teams. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. Whoa, look out there, Bill. High and tight to Nieves. That was a face rearranger coming in his way. So now it's 3 balls and 1 strike to Abel Nieves. Yeah, so the American Association is very large. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Swung in a line drive into right field. Here comes Lang. He'll get there and make the catch. Nieves hits it well, but right to the right fielder, and that's the 3rd out. 3 up and 3 down for Laredo. But they're going to the bottom of the 9th inning. They're up 6-4. They got to play some defense here in Sioux City. You're listening to Laredo Lemurs baseball. I do see bullpen action right now for the Lemurs, by the way. Who is it? You'll have to come back to find out. Lemurs are winning 6-4. You're listening to Laredo Lemurs baseball on KLAR Radio.
Today at Whataburger, we're cooking the Honey Mustard Whata Chicken Club. The chicken is hot and fresh. It's got melted Monterey Jack cheese topped with lettuce, tomato, bacon, and then the honey mustard adds a nice sweet flavor to it.
All the flavors come together just perfect. I mean, not only do I want to eat it, but I keep wanting to look at it.
The crunchiness of the bacon adds a really nice texture.
Honey mustard and chicken just go together. You know, sweet and savory, it's a perfect mix.
Try the new Honey Mustard Whata Chicken Club.
Only at Whataburger for a limited time.
Texas Inflatable Rentals has Laredo's largest water slides. We're proud to say that we serve the greater Laredo area and supply slip sliding fun for kids of all ages. Texas Inflatable Rentals has a huge selection of inflatables for every budget. And to add to the party, we rent tables, chairs, snow cone machines, popcorn machines, and cotton candy machines that will help take your party to the next level. We also have moonwalks and bounce houses. Contact Texas Inflatable Rentals at 956-436-3909 or at texasinflatablerentals.com and book with the coupon code LEMURS for a 10% discount. That's Texas Inflatable Rentals, Laredo's largest water slide.
Home. It's where great taste lives. Where you tighten up those buns. Where every day is game day. Where you can be soft and firm at the same time. And where everyone speaks your language. When you're ready to find your look and tell your story, dream big. And do it with the brand that's in more American homes with more style than anyone else. Ashley Furniture Home Store. This is home.
Driscoll Health Plan loads the bases with value. We knock it out of the park with all the value-added services we bring to our Medicaid members. Driscoll families cheer on the Grand Slam packages, sports physicals, free memberships to Boys and Girls Clubs, and dental care for pregnant women over 21. Take a swing at our baby showers offered by Cadena de Madre. Forget those peanuts and Cracker Jacks, root for our baby blankets and more. Come slide into home when you receive gift cards for completing Texas Health Steps checkups and attending postpartum visits on time. Don't miss a play. Restrictions and limits may apply. Visit DriscollHealthPlan.com.
All right, We're in the bottom of the 9th inning, and John Brebria has taken over on the mound for the Laredo Lemurs. He is the closer for this club. Ryan Beckman was fantastic in relief, going 7 innings, only giving up 3 hits, no runs. He walked a batter and struck out 7. Here goes the 9th. The pitch swung on and missed. Brebria fires in the fastball right above the belt to Matt Coach. So it's Coach, Keys, and Johnson coming up to the plate. 8, 9, and 1 in the batting order. And here comes the 0-1 delivery, and that one is low and away. 1 ball and 1 strike, so the Lemurs up 6-4. In the ball game, it's 6 runs on 4 hits and 1 error for the Laredo Lemurs. 4 runs, 7 hits, and 2 errors for Sioux City. The pitch, that one misses outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Brebria has been fantastic here in the playoffs, not allowing a run. And he's only given up 5 base hits. He's picked up 3 saves in the playoffs. And the 2-1 pitch swung on and missed. 2 balls and 2 strikes. A fastball in the outside corner right above the knee. Brebria throughout the playoffs has pitched in those 4 games. He's thrown in 9 2/3 innings. Has struck out 11 batters. And he throws the 2-2 pitch here. That one swung on and missed. A high fastball, and there's the first out of the inning. Lemurs are 2 outs away from winning Game 3 of the championship series. 1 out. Lemurs and Sioux City currently tied at 1 apiece in the American Association Championship Series. So the winner of this game will take a 2-1 lead with 2 games left to play. And here's the delivery. That one called a strike on the inside corner. I know we're having some camera issues. I don't know exactly what's happening. That has never happened before with our handy dandy little camera here at the ballpark. And what a time for it to happen, right? The next pitch, that one glides across the outside part of the plate for a strike. That's a 2-seamer there for Brebria, getting to go over the plate. Well, you can hear my voice still, and I know that, so you'll get the action that way. No balls and 2 strikes. And the pitch swung on and fouled back. No balls and 2 strikes still on the foul ball there. Trying to work on the camera issue at the same time here. Seeing exactly what's going on. I don't know what's going on. The pitch is swung and missed. And that's another strikeout. Brent Key strikes out. There's 2 down. So Matty Johnson will be the next batter. So Matty Johnson, the batter. I'm glad this isn't happening with the Lemurs having a chance to actually win the championship. If they were in a situation where they're actually going to clinch the whole thing, that wouldn't be fun. But I'm pretty sure you can still hear me, so we'll go ahead and keep broadcasting the game for you. And Matty Johnson into the batter's box. Here's the pitch. It misses high. 1 ball and no strikes. Lemurs are an out away from winning Game 3 of the championship series. Here's the pitch. It's high for a ball. 2 balls and no strikes, so Brebria falls behind 2-0. He does not want to allow a base runner here. The Lemurs are up by 2 runs, and if he allows a base runner, that means the tying run will come up to the plate. And here comes the 2-0 pitch. That one is called a strike on the inside corner. So make it 2 balls and 1 strike. And the 2-1 delivery swung on and missed. Make it 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Sioux City down to their final strike. The 2-2 swung on and a little bloop down to the left side, and that's going to go foul. Two balls and 2 strikes. to Matty Johnson. He's in the batter's box. Brebria ready to go. And the pitch, swung on and fouled back, so he's staying alive down there. 2 balls and 2 strikes again. Well, we've seen this time and time again recently. It's not easy to get that last out. And Matty Johnson hanging tight. 2 balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs. Lemurs a pitch away from winning the game. Here's the delivery, swung in a ground ball up the middle, ranging for Burnell. He gets to it, he flips, he throws, and it's not going to be in time. So Matty Johnson's on with a single, and coming up to the plate is going to be Michael Lang. So the game will keep on going here. Michael Lang 0 for 4 on the day. And now John Brebria is going to have to work out of the stretch for the Laredo Lemurs. And Matty Johnson very quick over there at first base. Lemurs need 1 more out, though. Both guys pretty quick. Actually, the guy in the batter's box is fast, too. The pitch is swung and a missed, a fastball. Just straight away gas there from John Brebria. He says, let me just go ahead and fire this one up and see what you can do with it. And he has a fastball right down the middle. So no balls and a strike. Brebria holds the ball behind his back. He looks over his shoulder, and now timeout's called at the plate. So everyone's going to do some house cleaning. Phil Pohl going to clean up around where he's at behind home plate. Brebria is going to clean up on the mound. 6-4 Laredo. No balls and a strike. 2 outs. Bottom of 9. And Brebria will throw home, and it's a curveball swung and missed. So no balls and 2 strikes now to Michael Lang. Once again, Sioux City down to their final strike. And the 0-2. Check swing, tapped foul ball. Another 0-2 pitch. Michael Lang on the day. He's 0 for 4. He flew out to right field back in the first. A couple of strikeouts after that. And then he grounded out to the pitcher. Brebria throws. Johnson runs. The pitch is swung and fouled right back at me. If there was no fence there, I would have had a ball in my mouth. I literally would have had 2 teeth missing right there. So we're glad there's a fence. That one had Bill Harrington written all over it. Just like up in Wichita, remember that? No balls and 2 strikes. Brebria ready to go again. He throws, Johnson runs, the pitch is swung on and fouled away off to the right side. I think I fixed the camera issue. I apologize about that. I know this is the biggest part of the game, and here we go with camera problems. I haven't seen anything go wrong here in a couple of pitches, so that's good. No balls and 2 strikes. Travis Danker playing behind the runner at first base. And the pitch. The runner goes. The pitch is swung in a soft liner to Danker. He makes the catch. And the Lemurs have won Game 3 of the American Association Championship Series. They have taken a 2-1 lead over Sioux City in the Championship Series. Tomorrow, the Lemurs will play Sioux City with a chance to win it all. They win today by a final score of 6-4. Tomorrow night's game is at 5:05, so make sure you're with us here on the broadcast. We'll be in here nice and early. Once again, the Lemurs win 6-4 over Sioux City. We're going to take a timeout, come back with some more baseball for you. You got the post-game show coming up. You're listening to Laredo Lemurs Baseball.
Thanks for joining us for Laredo Lemurs Baseball, brought to you by Popeye's Chicken. AEP Texas, Armadillo Homes, Ascending Technologies, Ashley's Furniture of Laredo, Capital Care EMS, Chavarias Plumbing, Core Business Solutions, Driscoll Health Plan, Falcon International Bank, Family Chevrolet, Gold's Gym, Guerra Communications, HEB, iGadget Repair Center, Kaplan College, Laredo International Airport, Laredo Pony League, Laredo Sports Medicine, Mike's Paint Place, Pepsi, Pro Mega Signs, Southern Distributing, Southern Sanitation, Talk and Talk Wireless, TAMU Housing and Residence, Texas Farm Bureau, Texas Inflatables, Texas Outlaw Grill, Tokyo Garden, Total Termite Pest and Control, Uni-Trade 40, Whataburger of Alice. The Laredo Lemurs post-game show is coming your way next.
In over 40 years, nobody's helped more families achieve the American dream of home ownership than Armadillo. In fact, Armadillo Homes has built more homes than all other builders combined. And there are reasons for this: integrity, responsibility, service, and of course, quality. So if you're thinking about making the greatest investment in your life, think of the one builder who's dedicated its entire life to helping the Laredo family. Think Armadillo Homes, armadillohomes.com. Go Lemurs.
We all know we can accomplish more when we're ready. That's why I've chosen Texas A&M International University. I want a 4-year degree and the opportunities that it brings. TAMU has welcomed me and more than 7,000 students from around the world. TAMU empowers me to greatness, ignites my mind, and propels me to my future and my impact. Imagine the possibilities when you're powered by TAMU.
Register now for summer and fall. Visit tamu.edu and get powered.
Since Ascending Technologies opened for business in 1998, they have worked to establish solid relationships with their clients. They are set to maintain the highest standards of service and integrity and to perform work of only the highest quality, achieving client satisfaction on every project. They have attained these goals through a tradition of care and professional pride. They serve a wide range of corporations and small business franchises. Ascending Technologies has the tools and expertise for any technical need that your business may have. Call us here in Laredo at 725-2654. That's 725-2654 for Ascending Technologies.
Now it's time for the Laredo Lemurs post-game show. Laredo Lemurs baseball is brought to you by Popeye's Chicken, AEP Texas, Armadillo Homes, Ascending Technologies, Ashley's Furniture of Laredo, Capital Care EMS, Chavarias Plumbing, Core Business Solutions, Driscoll Health Plan, Falcon International Bank, Family Chevrolet, Gold's Gym, Guerra Communications, HEB, iGadget Repair Center, Kaplan College, Laredo International Airport, Laredo Pony League, Laredo Sports Medicine, Mike's Paint Place, Pepsi, Pro Mega Signs, Southern Distributing, Southern Sanitation, Talk and Talk Wireless, TAMU Housing and Residence, Texas Farm Bureau, Texas Inflatables, Texas Outlaw Grill, Tokyo Garden, Total Termite Pest and Control, Uni-Trade 40, Whataburger of Alice. Now here's Bill Harrington with Laredo Lemurs post-game show.
All right, Lemurs fans, thanks for sticking around for the post-game show here at Lewis and Clark Park in Sioux City, Iowa, as the Lemurs have won Game 3 of the championship series. The final score for you is the Laredo Lemurs 6, the Sioux City Explorers 4. For the Lemurs, it was 6 runs on 4 hits. They made 1 error in the ball game. Sioux City had 4 runs on 8 hits. They made 2 errors. The winning pitcher tonight was Ryan Beckman, and he was fantastic in this ball game tonight for the Laredo Lemurs. He came on in relief in the second inning for Matt Lucen. Beckman ends up going 7 innings, gives up only 3 hits, did not allow a run. He walked a batter and struck out 7. At one point, he retired 15 straight batters against the Sioux City Explorers, and it was a masterful outing there by Ryan Beckman. When he first came on, I did not expect him to go 7 innings. I was like, maybe 2 or 3, try to get, to some of the other guys in the bullpen. But manager Pete Gavilia saw what was happening there, saw that Beckman was on the money, and that Sioux City could not get a piece of him. So he left him in the ball game, and it was the right choice here for the Lemurs, as they are now 1 win away from winning the American Association Championship here in 2015. The closer, John Burberry, he comes on. He gets the save for the Laredo Lemurs. He gave up a base hit and struck out a couple of batters there in one inning of work against Sioux City. So the losing pitcher, John Straka, he goes 3 1/3, gives up 4 hits, 6 runs, 5 of them were earned. He walked a batter and struck out 2. On the offensive end for the Laredo Lemurs and Sioux City, it was Sioux City that jumped out ahead in the ball game. They scored a run in the first, then they picked up 3 more in the second inning against Matt Lucen. So Lucen ended up leaving the game after Brent Keys batted, and then that's when Beckman came on there in the second inning, retired the next, or didn't retire the next 3, but he got a couple of the outs there, the 3 outs that was needed to get the Lemurs to get going there, as the Lemurs would come up in the 4th inning and they would finally break through against John Straka. For the Lemurs on offense, they would face John Straka for the first 3 innings. They couldn't get a piece of him. He actually set down the Lemurs 9 straight, so 3 up and 3 down in the first, second, and third inning for the Lemurs, but then in the 4th, they broke through for those 6 runs. And a couple of big doubles there for the Laredo Lemurs. In fact, a double by Abel Nieves, a double by Travis Danker, a double by Drew Martinez. The big one there by Drew Martinez that cleared off the bases with the bases loaded for the Laredo Lemurs. That put the Lemurs in the lead by 2 runs, and they went on to secure that lead with Ryan Beckman and John Brebria out of the bullpen for Laredo. So we look towards tomorrow, and the Lemurs will go ahead and, I believe, Matt Sergey is going to be going to the mound, but Matt Sergey has been dealing with a little bit of a cold, and he hasn't been 100% as of late for the Laredo Lemurs. And with them being up 2-1, I don't know what manager Pete Cavilla plans on doing, but as of right now, it's Matt Sergey going to the mound for the Laredo Lemurs, and he is supposed to be going against Eric Werdekemper. But with the Sioux City Explorers taking the loss tonight, they might move up their main pitcher, Patrick Johnson, so he might get the start tomorrow. We'll have to see how everything works out. And as we get here tomorrow at the ballpark, we'll get the lineups and we'll find out exactly what's going on. But I would expect Sioux City to go ahead and throw Patrick Johnson tomorrow, as they have their backs up against the wall in the ball game for tomorrow's game. So tomorrow's game, remember, a 5:05 start here from Sioux City. 5:05. We'll tweet it out a couple of times during the day, so you make sure you get that information. 5:05 for the first pitch here in Sioux City. That's it for tonight's broadcast. The Lemurs win the game. Game was played in 3 hours and 11 minutes in front of a crowd of 1,870 raucous Sioux City fans here at the ballpark. But the Lemurs get the big victory. They win 6-4 over Sioux City. Well, that's it. That's it for me. That's it for them. We'll go and see you tomorrow at 5:05 for the first pitch. Have a good night, everybody.
Thanks for joining us for Laredo Lemurs Baseball, brought to you by Popeye's Chicken, AEP Texas, Armadillo Homes, Ascending Technologies, Ashley's Furniture of Laredo, Capital Care EMS, Chavarias Plumbing, Core Business Solutions, Driscoll Health Plan, Falcon International Bank, Family Chevrolet, Gold's Gym, Guerra Communications, HEB, iGadget Repair Center, Kaplan College, Laredo International Airport, Laredo Pony League, Laredo Sports Medicine, Mike's Paint Place, Pepsi, Pro Mega Signs, Southern Distributing, Southern Sanitation, Talk and Talk Wireless, TAMU Housing and Residence, Texas Farm Bureau, Texas Inflatables, Texas Outlaw Grill, Tokyo Garden, Total Termite Pest and Control, Uni-Trade Forwarding, Whataburger of Alice. Join us next time for all your Laredo Lemurs action.
Miller invented light beer, the original light Pilsner.